YouTube, how is everybody doing today? Oh my goodness, music sounds a bit loud. How's everybody doing today? Welcome to the Wednesday stream. I'm currently actually looking through Expedition level 73 and trying to kind of keep some data. What's up, Pie Master, Amar, Carla, AB the Beast? Hey, Carla, nice job down south. I've been keeping an eye on you guys. Way to go. I see you. I see you. How's it going, Pie Master? Yeah, we're kind of. It was a fight between Amar, Pie, and AB the Beast. I'm kind of keeping some data around, you know, just writing stuff down. For videos, obviously. So kind of trying to figure out what the heck to do with certain marches right here. So there are what's up, Braden? What's up, Raha? How you doing? Joshua, how's High doing? High is pushed back to we pretty much got pushed back all the way to our first zone. It's not like we don't have any territory left. It's just that it makes no sense at this point to keep going. At this point in time with the situation, we fell back to heal, to rebuild, to recoup, and make a plan. So that's still a thing. That is still a thing that's very much gonna happen. There are so many archers in here. So many archers in here. But still. Okay. So for the sake of experimenting, do we pop a buff? Do I really care to pop a buff? What's up, Wade? How you doing? Gecko, why are you distracting me from my jumper? I'm not distracting you from your jumper. Go do your jumper. What do you want from me? Yeah, this is Expedition 71 and 72. I got done relatively easily. I'm only doing tier 4s and tier 3s, and very few of my legendary commanders really on the battlefield. So we're experimenting with things. I'm trying to get these done with like a relatively decent-ish budget type of runs. So that way it's not like, yo, let me send 5 tier 5 marches into this thing and see how it works. I wish I could do that, but realistically, I don't even have the tier 4s to fill all the marches I want to fill. So it's going to be interesting to... I'm experimenting with what to do. I've already broken this down pretty well, but ran out of time. And it's not really a factor in these levels, right? Am I leaving high or not? I have no idea what I'm doing just yet. Do I like both the commanders? Ali, we're going to talk about both the commanders in much more depth, and tomorrow's video is going to be about Alexander, but we'll go over things briefly. I'm just trying to, you know, maybe get one of these done on stream just to show you the process that I do by checking these. Honestly, I'm not going... I could push a bunch of troops and have everything I need. It makes no sense, right? I'd rather try to do it as minimalistic as possible, and that way a lot of people can do this, and even better. I mean, if I manage to just show people what are the things that we're trying to get done here. Now, for the hell of it, because I'll probably play after stream too, I'm going to go ahead and pop. Hold on. Let me go grab a rune first. I want to go grab a rune. Let's go see which rune we pick up. So these things are quite annoying. If you don't have tier 5s, they're a real struggle because you're running into 600k plus tier 5s on the battlefield. Now, it's not the craziest thing on earth. It's not that hard if everything is set up properly and you got enough troops. What the hell, Gecko will not leave high. Amar, I have no idea yet if I'm leaving, if I'm not leaving, if I am staying, if I'm teleporting temporarily somewhere. I haven't canceled any of those possibilities. I'm not going to sit back, and if we are done, if that's the decision we make, then I'm not going to sit back and wait for the next Lost Kingdom. I'll probably find a place that'll be a temporary home or something to finish the event out at and make content, and then perhaps come back. I don't really know. I don't have a solid plan just yet as to what the heck is happening. I'm trying to keep myself out of, well, for now, out of the discussions, because I really don't want to have any information. You know, I want to know whether or not we have a solid plan and what the plan, and if it makes sense to stick around. If it doesn't, then there are a few options for temporary homes or for permanent homes too. I have no clue. I haven't canceled. I haven't said no to anything. Let's put it this way, because I feel like I'd have to go somewhere to be able to continue to make Lost Kingdom content that makes sense. But on the other hand, if we are gonna keep pushing and fighting, I would rather keep this storyline going until it's pretty much until its end, right? So I need to figure out what I'm doing. That's what I'm trying to say. But there are possibilities of leaving. There are conversations about things that might get done, might not get done. I don't know. I'm playing it by ear based on whatever I feel. Ooh, you gotta remember this one. I'm playing it by ear right now. Join JWM, that's a possibility as well. Quite honestly, that is a possibility as well. Ooh, 7% troop health. No. Research speed. Come on, man. I guess that 5% attack and defense is what we got. It's the better one. What's this? Attack and defense, the same thing. God. Okay, whatever. What's up, Vidyap? What's up? You can keep spamming. It's not gonna make things any easier. Stop spamming, brother. Read my paragraph. Gecko, what do you use? What do you think about the new female commander, possibly multi-use legendary commander for free-to-play player? I love her. I think she's one of the best commanders to come out, and I'm pretty sure Rise of Kingdoms agree with me, because as you can see, she's not easy to get at all. You get a maximum of 3 sculptures a day. So if you want to max her out, you're gonna have to be playing for a little while. You're gonna have to be playing for a little while. You are gonna have to play for quite some time to max her out. The 3 a day thing is here to stay. It's here to stay. I asked, I'm looking at the jumper for a second. I asked the guys from Lilith if this is actually a thing. I was like, is this like a long-term strategy? Like, don't give this commander out this easily? And the answer was yes. So yeah. Can you spend legendary sculptures on her or no? I have no clue. We're about to find out, I guess. I mean, if we go here, right? And let's see. We know for a fact you'll be able to spend on him. And it says only Wheel of Fortune, right? And she says Expedition only. While, if I'm not mistaken, you could have got... It used to say that you can get them from... It would be Tavern as well, right? It never said that you can use... Did it say that you can use legendary things on it? I don't think it ever said especially like you can use these sculptures. But regardless, even if it did, it doesn't work anymore because it didn't say anything on YSG and on Richard, and you could still do it. So it was kind of weird. But regardless, what's up, Night King? How you doing? Regardless, I'm assuming you'll be able to, but I don't see a reason why you would. Bro, the leader of High's war machine is in Kingdom 99, and I was in his alliance gathering points to migrate. Again, so many people either might have come or did not come at the end and all that to fight, that it became very, very clear that all we can work with is what's in here right now. and not like people who might potentially come. And don't get it wrong. We have a few very good potential people to join still to this day. And you know, if they come, they come, and if they don't, they don't. It is what it is. We fight with what we have on the ground. Join an alliance that'll help you make the best content. That's the truth when you are a content creator. Danga, I cannot disagree with you. I can't disagree with you there. But the other thing about this is that you can't just say, okay, I'm only here for content. You know, these people are people I played with for months and months, and people that I got to know. And it's just, I've said it more than once, like, if the alliance doesn't fit you, get out of it. But I don't see where it doesn't fit me, you know, to the point where I could have left before the fight. I could have left months ago if I wanted to. Like, the moment migration opened, I could have gone anywhere I wanted, right? But I don't see a reason to. I still didn't see a reason to, except for the fact that now, if, like, for example, just as a small point to put across, I make these images, right? You guys know them. I keep plugging this all the time, but I make these images on the Discord server. Where is it? This. Right here. So I make these things, right? With the with every building and the buffs within every building and the skills and all that, so you guys can use these and find them on the Discord group, right? So doing those cannot happen anymore if we're not going towards the next pass, towards the next ancient ruins thing that's gonna come, and things like that. So regardless, if that's the decision that it's over, then I would maybe move. If the decision is that it's not over, then I will probably stay. But you never know what the decision will be at the end of the day. It's speculation. Leadership knows what's going on. I stay way the heck away from that. All I do is help coordinate events here and there and be the hype person. That's about it. And of course, the one guy waiting on a stupid research event for like a month and a half now. Give me a research event. Not strategic reserve. I want a research event. Give me. So chat, how's everybody doing today? You guys went dark all of a sudden. What's up, Titch? When will Eve of Crusade come to Kingdom 3:12? I have no idea when the third batch of Lost Kingdoms will be. If I can guess it correctly, Arsalan, what's gonna happen is those who have Lost Kingdom right now will end theirs, and then the next round of Lost Kingdoms, we will have Lost Kingdom 2 and you guys will have Lost Kingdom 1, and it'll be like a better upgraded version of Lost Kingdom, I think, if you ask me. Zuldark got zeroed? Hell no. You know, everybody's been asking me that. Look at my boy Zul. He took a hit, didn't he? He took a big boy hit. But he's still there. He's still there, going strong. I mean, Shinjen also dropped a good 10. But that's what happens when you're the biggest player out there. In the kingdom, at least. There's a lot of power, things that are on top of your head. And it was just a matter of being at the wrong place at the wrong time with a little bit too many people in the hospital and things like that. But he took a big hit, didn't he? Yeah, that's fluff power, Wade. Next mightiest governor commander to come out, Zul wins 3 of them and trains all that power back. So I don't really, it's not nothing very serious. It's nothing very serious. Not for players of his caliber. No. After getting to City Hall 25, do you think it's worth it to switch to Korea for the research speed? Dustin, honestly, yes. But that means you're going on a route of I am not going to be a very offensive player because I'm putting all my faith in the buffs in my gameplay based on efficiency, which would be Korea. I mean, your archer defense would be a bit better. So technically, just technically, if you ever get to a potential where a rally, you could lead a rally of full range, that could be actually pretty cool. But for that, you'd need YSG maxed out and stuff like that. That's not a bad pick. But again, what you're doing is you're not choosing a civilization that will push you forward in the main aspect of the game, most of the game just yet, which is attack and defense. You are basing your civilization choice based on the research for efficiency. Just remember that this is a long-term play. Like essentially, it will be useful every single day, but you won't notice it in your gameplay. I don't know if it makes any sense. Unless you plan on pushing. And then sure. So is High done with Lost Kingdom? I have no clue. I have no clue. I have no idea, but look at how many troops I have. Look at that. I cannot even fill a full march. That's the calves right there. And that's stuff that got pushed just to be able to keep playing a little bit. Ugh. I have a ton of these that I need to upgrade. A ton of those that need to get upgraded. That doesn't really matter what I sent here. Yeah, it was a self-zeroing out the wazoo. Now we're hunting barbarians with like tier 3s and ballistas. People think KVK is the end game of Rise of Kingdoms. I guess it's not, it's just a season. Of course not, Mr. Bunny. Listen, there are two types of games that of this genre, of the strategy building games. There are the games like Game of War, and there are the games like Lords Mobile. Games that have game-ending events tend to be a lot more hardcore on the spending, and you lose a lot more, and you lose a lot more. Like, it gets to a point where what you lost during the KVK is so severe that coming back from it will cost you so much that most people quit the game. Rise of Kingdoms is not like that. Rise of Kingdoms is not like that at all. All it is you're gonna have to train troops, and you can keep training troops every single day and in a very efficient manner, and you get the speed ups, and you make a little bit of purchases if you want to. If you don't, then you don't. But all that happens is you run out of troops, which makes you a little bit incapable of enjoying the game the fullest until you get that minimum amount of troops to gather properly and all that good stuff. I understand that. But you've built a city. You spent the money. You have the commanders. You made everything and you got everything and you got zeroed. So a few months worth of training troops, which is something you progressively do more and more, went away. So what? You have all your commanders, all your if you spent a significant amount of money on training troops, then that hurts. Then that really hurts. Game of War also added too much stuff every week also. Yup. So a game like Lords Mobile, believe it or not, KVK is nowadays I don't even know if it's that long, but it used to be 24 hours every 3 weeks, where initially every kingdom could migrate to any kingdom and just burn anything that is unshielded. And then it became like a 3v3 where like it's 1v1v1, 3 kingdoms against each other. And then they made like a 1v1 kingdom versus kingdom that they randomly selected. So think about it this way. There are in Lords Mobile where troops are more expensive. Troops are more expensive there than they are here. People get self-zeroed fighting once every 3 weeks. They have all their tech, they have all their gear, they spend their money on making their accounts better, but the troops are spendable. That's the whole point of this game. Thanks, bro. We have so many tier 5s in our alliance after migration. I'm thinking of switching to Korea to keep ahead on the power requirement. Dustin, the 3% won't do too much, but again, if you're committing to that, it's not necessarily a bad play. I don't think it's a bad play. You just gotta remember that that's what you're doing. You're putting a long-term plan ahead, and Game of 4 like 16 kingdoms that could port to each other and kill basically every week. See what I'm saying? How did you get self-zeroed? Is it in one of your videos? You can keep seeing in my videos of High versus JWM. If you look here, you'll always see that I have at least one march in the flag, holding the flag. Or in the early videos, I also joined the rallies, but then when I ported closer, I couldn't join the rallies because it would put me in war frenzy. And some of you beautiful people from JWM, shout out to those of you watching right now, would have definitely loved to zero me while I'm in war frenzy. So I was in, you know, I don't know if it saves it. Does it? Not this. Tell me it does. Oh yes. Chat, you guys ready for this? From here on out, it's all the reports that I remembered to save from being in flags, okay, against JWM. This is the stuff that I was in, that's why it's here. And this is the, remember, again, these are the ones that I remembered to save. Look at this. Look at this. One attack got canceled. Okay. Look at that. It's still going. In case you guys are wondering, JWM still here. All the way down here. This was the scout on the level 5 pass, and all this was rallies. We held something that I remembered to save. Important to say. So needless to say, like, I had insane losses on every single one of these. Insane. 14,000 at a time. You saw those numbers right there. That's more reports than you can even think about. And that's all the ones I remembered to save. The ones that I didn't remember to save, think about it. Honestly, it's about, it ran me about between 10 and 14k tier 4s every rally, give or take. And we ate them for like 10 hours straight. If you look at my troops composition, and you guys are going to judge because I have a lot of these guys still that I'm powering up, finishing powering up. I've been training these for mightiest governors, really. Look, compared to this, even this got eaten up quite nicely. I had very comfortable 300k on each of these. And then I retrained these so I can keep fighting. Where is it? Look at that. Not all of it came from here. Not all of it came from here. But most of it did. I think last time I streamed, I had 500k in here. More than 50% is siege? No. No. That's a definite no. The only thing I have left is freaking siege. I didn't train tier 4 sieges. All I train are these guys. What the heck is that? Oh. Huh. Interesting. That hurts. KBK will be easy for my kingdom. I mean, I mentioned it in the last video that I think it's kind of crazy that it's so skewed. There are a lot of very, very stacked lost kingdoms and very relatively weaker ones. And I'm not saying yours is weaker. You might be on the stacked side too. Gecko, save your elite troops. Put only none on flags. Listen, when it came to it, at some point, and I mentioned this on the video on my last JWM versus High video, but let me tell you guys something. When you're holding a flag, there are 3 basic things that you gotta understand that you're doing in some shape or form. You're either A, holding space for no reason, B, you're holding space because that's what you need to be doing right now, just holding space. Or C, you have the right type of troops inside the flag based on whatever decision was made, and therefore you are like the front, the elite part of what's in the flag, right? So there are various moments that people take space for just taking space, and it's crazy because you put, let's say, okay, you put out of 1 million in the flag, you put 250,000 troops in the flag, okay? Just rounding it up. 250,000 troops in the flag. You took 4 rallies, 5 rallies. Out of those 250, 10,000 stayed available, and 230 are slightly wounded, and 10,000 are severely. At this point, you can stay in the flag. You only take 10,000 troops worth of space, but you have another 230 that you cannot use because you haven't left the flag to refresh your troops. So we had a few people who seemed to just have AFK'd at some point and left their troops for rounds and rounds, and I did that too. One of my marches at some point stayed in the flag with like 1,000 troops for a long time, but it initially had only 100,000, and its job was to be there so I can consistently get the reports. After I was like, this is crazy. So I'm sending my troops that I'm refreshing consistently, but in between refreshing, they would cancel rallies, and then I wouldn't get a report. So I had one march getting the reports, and the other march, 2 other marches, right, swapping. One in, one out, one in, one out. There were times where my marches were the elite marches, meaning we go whatchamacallit, go ahead first with, I don't know, cavalry. We are infantry only. I have a full infantry march in there. Bam, I'm part of that group that is right now holding the front. But once that group starts fading away, you gotta give those people time to pull their troops out, get back home, and send those exact same slightly wounded troops back out. Not everybody has the ability for two marches of the same type. Hey, good fire, right? I'm hoping so. We're about to go spectate a few of these guys that I know are planning a couple things in the next couple of hours. What's up, Dragothian? So as I was saying, at some point, you have to let the head of the spear refresh its troops, and when that happens, you need to just hold the flag. So I had one march that was specialized, and it was only infantry, and it only went in there when we needed infantries. And then I had a secondary, which was infantry, tier 4s and tier 3s, and then I had the mixed bag of troops. Now the mixed bag of troops would come in and out in between the rallies, and its job was, okay, we need right now 3 tier 5s to get out of the flag and refresh your troops. What do? I put in 250,000 punch bag. Go, I got this. They go. Me and 2 others are the only people in there with like 600,000 troops, and these guys march back in time, and our troops' job was just hold the flag until we come back. So these are lessons that I learned on the fly, and I think are really cool, and we'll talk about them more and more videos about the fight that happened. But my job was either to be in the infantry or in the cavalry rallies, or a punch bag of troops to hold the flag while people were refreshing. This explains to you what I was trying to say about my troops. I had a total of 300 plus of each, more than that, and I'm down to 160, 70, 80, and 90. These guys were the specialized guys that kept getting hit, and then when it came down to holding the flag, then some of the losses came here as well. So it gives you just a little bit of a perception that 700 and something thousand troops that I have dead, I don't even know to tell you how it happened. It was 9 hours, 10 hours of just like hold, change, swap, bring, put, again, rinse, repeat, and record at the same time. It was nuts. It was nuts. Let me see. Let me catch up with a few things. I fell back a little bit. How did you give command? Whom you given commander buffs? I have not tried that yet. How do you even do that? I haven't even looked at that yet. What is it, commander? That's dope. I have forgotten about that altogether. I haven't played with the update almost at all yet. But let's do that right now, I guess. What's slightly wounded? That's slightly wounded. We had Unity and Z2. KVK with random opponents is gonna be crazy good. That's coming next. KVK Maxmin only 50k. Streamlabs probably less. One day I'll remember to say your name properly. Mid squared. He better put Twitch direct PayPal. There is a link down below to Streamlabs. Streamlabs don't take any percentage that PayPal do, but Streamlabs don't take anything out of it. And the super chat is like 30% goes to YouTube, and YouTubers only see it every 2 months after. So if you want to super chat it, bam. If you want to do it without anything else, in the description down below you have Streamlabs. Nobody asks here for tips, nor I appreciate them all, but you don't have to. I enjoy making the content regardless. What else did I miss? Mr. Bunny asked earlier, who would you give commander buffs to? There you go. I haven't done that yet. I lost 100k tiers. I lost 100k tier 5s in the first 10 hours in this flag. Wade, I feel your pain. Oh, what's up, man? I saw you finally went the other side. I don't blame you, by the way. I don't blame you at all. You did fight. You did your thing. I saw you losing troops. I saw you do your best. The trash talk wasn't really necessary. But I respect it nonetheless. You worked. You put your troops where your mouth was. So I can't blame you for leaving. Hello from Kingdom 93, waiting on level 5 to open the pass. Chris, man, I'm waiting for your level 5 to open too. It's gonna be exciting. There'll be a lot of crazy stuff going down. You go away. And while these guys walk, let's do this. What do we give them? Damage to Barbarian and Commander XP. Let's give it to you. Ooh, that's cool. Two gathering speeds. What the heck? That's interesting. Gotta remember that. Probably give... Oh, well, I forgot about you now. Last one, and then we'll go spectate some Lost Kingdoms. There's a bunch of stuff going down. I wish I had that fun in my KVK. You saw how we are treating the other guys. Yeah. What's up, Christian? How you doing? Hey, what do you know? You guys disappeared again. So, Casey, I don't blame you for leaving. How long does KVK last? This KVK has another 28 days on it. Plenty still left to do, guys. Plenty still left to do. We have, at least, I guess this. Your alliance controlled one circle at the end of the chapter. We still control it. Hopefully, we still will at the end, I guess. I hope. I'm pretty sure we will, right? Because it's already protected. Your troops defeated our Dark Stalkers. This probably won't happen. I'm okay with giving up on this. It's not that big of a deal. These guys are going to be different. I don't know yet. This is about 2 days. This should be another 2 days. So that's 4 days right here. And then these open. So we'll see what happens. We'll see still what happens. What's to come. Look, there's plenty still to come. You killed or severely wounded 2 million troops. Are you guys out of your mind? Although I should be past that, I guess. That is true. I said that was the last one, right? I lied. One more and then we're done. One more. I always have an itch for these when I have people to chill with and do this and just let it be. What's the best partner for Khan? I got him recently. The best partner for Khan. See, I've been seeing Khan being used in 3 different ways, and all of them are really, really good. Khan is a better Minamoto that does pretty much the same thing. You have skill damage out the wazoo, right here. And then you have reductions and a little bit of cavalry march speed and march speed reduction. So you have here, you gotta read this, it's not only this, but they do pretty much the same thing. Attack and speed, march speed, so forth and so on. So combining him with as a Minamoto is very common. So I've seen Khan Tao Taos, I've seen Khan Saladins, and I've seen Khan Minamotos, and I've seen them also all backwards. So you can utilize Khan pretty much as you would use a Minamoto, or you can combine them both, having the crazy skill tree out the wazoo on either one of them. Of course, probably keeping in mind, you have a peacekeeper right here and a versatility right here. I don't know really if you can squeeze anything out of versatility that would justify him being primary over Minamoto. But still, if you have in the way you compose your troops, you have your Tao Tao ahead for speed purposes over the skill damage on Minamoto, because that's how you prefer to play your calves in this combination. You can very easily play the combination of having him ahead of him with Khan, and kind of keep yourself your Minamoto more for the peacekeeping skill route. So I like Khan, very, very good commander. I need to start spending on these spin the wheels and stuff like that again. But that's going to take a little bit of time, because there is another project I really want to make sure I get done before that. And I don't want to run into... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Whatever. I don't want to run into hitches in the plan because I wanted to spin the wheel, and because of that I now need to wait another couple of weeks, So let's go spectate our friends from 63.5. Carla, who might still be in the chat, is from these lovely people, and they're very, very, very strong. I mean, if you look at them right here, they came out of the corner alliance and just went, them and their families just went, we take the center, we take this, we take that, we're around this, we have that, we are close to this, you guys can do what you want, but within our boundaries. So they were the primary, the alphas in here. And then when they pushed out with an ally right here, who jumped out from this way and just was allowed, I guess, or it's an ally, to make their way through here. And even here, they did pick up this, and these guys did lock out the level 6 pass, which is fantastic. This is new. I haven't seen this just yet. You can see right here, they're still here. So it might have been very, very recent, or there might be an attack coming on this right now. But these guys right down here are KW61 and DTS and Kingdom 61, who gave very much, who are very troublesome. Look at their side of the map, how much of their zone, their second zone, they pretty much own all of it. They own all of it. Look at that. Even if you were thinking, these guys had the power here, they still made some space for other guys to come in, including people from this alliance right here, where the R1M and the guys right here came our way, and this side went down to the bottom to get to the same area at the end. So really, they're pushing back Kingdom 61, and they're pushing back Kingdom 61 like crazy right now. So we're expecting to see some action out here any moment, really. I'm pretty sure this was the target last I checked. And as you can see, they've been on high alert on this thing for a little while now. There were a couple of rallies that happened here early on that I recorded, but nothing ended up coming out of them. So it seems like 63.5 are definitely in control of locking these guys out. And DTS and Kingdom 61 have an agreement, I guess, with JWM, who currently own everything and anything possible in their zone right here. Look at that, all of the buildings are red. They picked up this, they picked up that, they picked up this, they picked up that, and they picked up this as well. We kind of, after this pass, we knew that once this pass falls, it's pretty much over. So we managed to hop the wall right here and get ourselves a couple of extra days outside of zone 4 by building up out here. But yeah, JWM really quickly cleaned up a bunch of the territory in here, took our sanctuary. They got kind of lucky that the timing on it was really good, that it opened right when they came for it, or I guess they waited for it to get here. And then they really quickly picked up this pass right here, and they're already on this and burning it. I was here this morning and left. We did get a circle though, so that was fantastic. And this circle is protected for another 2 days or so, so we will still get that bonus. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of like whatever, you know, but still, it's a nice one right there. And now the question is, what's next? We built another fortress right here. We're back home, kind of like with a little bit of leftover territory we have. These guys started coming out a little bit after R1M got cut off from all this. Our R3M got cut off from all this. So these guys kind of started peeking out for the first time this Lost Kingdom. Other than that, they were just like here, and there, and that's that. So slowly and steadily things are balancing out. I don't know what the plan is just yet. There is plenty of things that still can be done. JWM are making it very tough, of course, by building blockades for wall hopping and things like that. They're really trying to keep us out of jumping something and potentially being a nuisance to them. So there's plenty still to do and a lot still to get done. That's just a quick overview of our Lost Kingdom. Let me do that, and then this, and we can go down this way. I finally maxed my Richard skills. Congrats, Chris. Took a long time. Attaboy. What's up, GG Supreme? How you doing? I feel like Elsid's first skill about to get maxed. I should upgrade him or max my Lohar. It's how is Elsid or Lohar a question? They're both totally different commanders that would need totally different things. Unless you're talking about XP books. Khan always primary. His first skill costs less rage to cast. The second commander always casts skill 2 seconds later. So skill casts faster and with Khan as primary. There you go. You have another answer right there. Was there no chance of fighting R1M and Hive versus JWM? It's not a matter of no chance. A couple of things happened along the way, some of which were kind of unfortunate and others were, it is what it is, right? R1M had their own little issue to take care of when the fight started happening, which they did, and they were very quickly into the action, into the fight and all that. But you got to understand that this kind of game, the real question is, how many people do you have that are available to be on 24 hours or 48 hours straight for the next 48 hours? And even if you say, okay, we do it in shifts of 20, every 5 hours, another 20 people go on. So really, you end up playing 5 hours every couple days or something like that. It's still a matter of how many players you have online willing to keep, and how many troops you can keep losing per hour. And they just absolutely had more. Absolutely had more. So was there a chance? There was a chance. But again, there's a very big amount of people who said they would fight or said they want to fight or gave up very quickly. And it wasn't necessarily anyone's fault. I don't think people are to be blamed for the loss. It's something that's much bigger, that requires so much more out of people. And there are more people that were here to try but not do their best. others that were here just for rewards, and others that really and truly just fought for it. And even those who fought for it, some of them came up and said, yo, I can't keep taking these losses anymore because I'm zeroed, or because I cannot heal anymore, or, you know, any of these things. So it was rough. It was very rough. It's a game of who gets tired first, and JWM have the system going where they'd never get tired. So does K50, by the way, and so do a lot of other alliances in this game. I've seen some unbelievable play. Will I be streaming Lost Kingdom 9 through 16 War when our passes open on Monday? What's Kingdom LK 916? Is that Lost Kingdom 2? Hey Gekko, hope you're doing good. What's up, Dalton? How you doing, man? I'm doing fantastic. The best way to get in touch with me always is through Discord. You guys are welcome to join the Discord group. I just posted the link twice in the chat. We're very active in there. You can PM me, or you can find me from there and PM me. You're more than welcome to. I tend not to cover Lost Kingdoms from other content creators, but let me know. Maybe if I don't have anything to do, or well, if I see that nobody's covering it, then I will. I think that I would recover it regardless, even if I had anything to do, because I'd rather cover wars, to be honest with you. But still, I don't know. I just don't like to cover other people's wars, that where there is someone who can tell the story. When there's nobody who can tell the story, then I will. But if there is someone who can tell the story, then it's their place, right? Lost Kingdom 2, I'm waiting on more Dragothian videos about it. I haven't been paying attention to it almost at all. Is everyone talking as if it's over? There are 20 plus days of KVK no matter what minutes count in this game. It's exactly. Nothing's over. Nobody said anything's over. If anything was over, you'd see this account probably out of Lost Kingdom and in Kingdom 58, because quite honestly, gathering there is much better, and I would have Guardians for myself for like 30 days. So I mean, the honor is whatever. I'm not gonna get to the levels of honor that will give me crazy rewards unless I start grinding barbarians, and you guys know I can't stand those. Well, I like barbarians, I can't do the grind. So I was told, not here. Okay, so I don't have it. I was told that the guys at 1, 2, 3 are coming back, that the comeback is real. After the video I made, apparently the comeback is real. So let's go see what RSD have been up to. After they got pushed back, what happens here? Let's go find out if anything loads. Here we go. F3P are well in the lead. F8P. Someone said someone told me that stuff is going on here. I'm guessing it's this. Is it this? It looks like it is. It looks like RSD are trying to push out. Interesting. That'd be kind of dope. You know, that'd be really dope to see these guys just go. Wait, yeah. So these guys locked in all. Well, F3P is just in here, but they locked in very well all of their stuff right here. You can see all of these are very well guarded. These guys are probably going to end up squeezing this way. I'm assuming so. How crazy would it be if RSD actually push out? That would be really a first one. That would be a first one. To see someone come back, like out of zone 4. Would be really cool, wouldn't it? What's up, Ali? How you doing? Hey, Kevin. What's up, brother? What do you think about a 5-1-1 Frederick with a Max Osman? Ooh, that's a tough one. Do you have, what level is your Scipio? What level is your Scipio, first of all? Because that Frederick won't do you too much good. That Frederick is not ripe yet to be like a proper a commander that will give you as much as a legendary you want out of a legendary. Let's put it this way. Did he leave troops in here chilling and these guys are just chewing it up? That's kind of fun. Lev. Pretty sure Lev used to be whatchamacallit. Hi. What's up, Roosevelt? Hey, Gabby, how you doing? That sucks, bro. This guy's about to get chunked down. Who is this? F3P. He's walking home. Oh, he thinks he's walking home. Oh, he thinks he's walking home. Deathlord coming in to try to kind of help out a little bit. Is he a tier 5 player? He looks like it. Yes, he is. So he's sending a little reinforcements. Oh my goodness. The lag is real. Let me close the jumper for now, because we don't need to see that yet. So shoot. That'll help us with the lag a little bit. There we go. Alexander the Great seems quite OP, paired with Constantine even more. Ooh, we can talk about those. That's a good idea. We can talk about those. Let's keep an eye here really quickly to see if there's a rally coming through or something. Doesn't seem like it. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like F3P are kind of awake, and RSD are now just taking a moment. 79k, 61 mills everywhere. Tier 4 players, tier 5 players all over the place. Gecko, when I wake up this morning, it was crazy. RSD troops were spread all over the place. GGO was pushing hard up north. Lots of fights. Yeah, I heard. I heard that there's a little bit of a pushback. But nothing really came into fruition, per se. It looks like everything got locked out, except for this. It's very hard to come out of this situation. It's super hard to come out of this situation. What about this legendary? Who necessarily F2P? First of all, there's a lot of non-free-to-play F2Ps, I guess. Lots of them, and believe it or not, you see every now and then people that are actually free-to-plays. These are not potentially not maxed. Would love to hear more ideas about how do you even say her name? Ethelfred? I have no idea how to say her name. Lots of hate for her thus far. I don't know about that. Not gonna lie to you. I think she's a much bigger utility player than most people actually care to give her the credit. Regardless, let's go look at her really quickly and then come back to this. Hopefully some action happens here. Let's talk about her for a moment. We'll start with her and then go to Alexander, okay? Let's go through everything about this commander. And I haven't even looked through how I would build her, how I would pair her and stuff like that. That's coming at some point. I wanted to do Alexander first. So yeah, let's do that. First skill, she deals direct damage to a single target up to 800 and reduces the target's attack, defense, and health by up to 30% for P5 seconds. P5. Okay, cool. I'm assuming 5. Next, deals damage in a front-facing cone to up to 5 enemies. Direct damage factor of up to 800. Reduces their attack, defense, and health for 2%. For 2 seconds. We're up to 30. So, the first thing she does, very important, the most important thing about her. Debuff, debuff, debuff. She is the debuff queen, and you're going to see why in a moment. Second skill, counterattack damage against your troops is reduced by 5%. When actively attacking, you have a 10% chance to reduce the movement of speed of enemy cavalry by 20% and the movement speed of other troops by 10%. Slow effect lasts 3 seconds. So you can go up to counterattack damage reduction of 20%, cavalry march reduction of 50%, and other march speed by up to 30%. Okay, so we're talking, ooh, what's up, Courage? I haven't seen you here in forever. So we're talking here, again, reduction, reduction, reduction. She's a debuffing queen, and we're going to keep talking exactly about how to fit her in a moment. All troops under the commander, under your command, gain an extra 5% against barbarians, and all commanders, whatever not, XP up to 5%, 35% damage to barbarians, 35% XP bonus. This is nuts. This makes her a new training machine. She's like this. She is where you send your commanders to go, especially if you peacekeep it and get even more of that percentage XP. You can end up getting insane amounts of XP rocking her for training other commanders. Very, very, very useful. When this commander leads a rally attack, all armies joining the rally have a 2% higher troop limit. When this commander leading is at least 3 different types of troops, the damage increased by 5%, up to 20 and up to 10% rally capacity. Now, when you have her expertise, she deals an extra 20% damage to enemies who have been slowed. How do you fit her into anything? The answer is whichever way you freaking want. She can literally fit as almost anything. Easy start is a peacekeeping leading commander. Boom bang, done deal, next. Secondly, if she is a peacekeeping commander as a primary, that means you can put her as a secondary to whatever you want. The idea for her is not to be in your main march. She says it also very clearly. Counterattack against your troops is reduced. When do you get counterattack? You get counterattack when you are hitting something that is not hitting you. It's hitting something else, and therefore you're getting the counter. Her job is to be in a secondary set of troops with potentially Joan, her in leadership, and Joan as secondary, and leadership peacekeeping for her as an option, or you can keep her as secondary as well. And she hits the second. You have the head-to-head marches going, and she's the second one who keeps reducing everything she can out of the enemy. And that's the cool part about her. You can literally have one of her reducing a bunch of different types of troops, one after the other, plus doing some damage. I like her a lot. I think that she's going to be a utility commander. She's literally going to be a commander that you cannot pair up. You'll be playing her in certain specific situations and in ways that, mark my words, 3 months ago, most people used to call El Cid El Poop, and I still do. But nowadays, even the bigger players will tell you that an El Cid maxed out can be very, very, very overpowered, especially if you combine him with a YSG. Trust me when I tell you, everybody is talking mad smack about her. Give it 2 months. Give it time for people to get her sculptures and to level her up and start utilizing her a little bit more. Top talent in support tree slows with expertise. Does that mean people who got slowed will be also by the talent will take 20% damage? Titch, 100%. Slowed. We have been slowed. So that's a yes. How would you best use YSG? YSG is also kind of another one of those, rest in peace, is also one of those commanders that you can almost do anything with. YSG is my next focus for the legendary commander sculptures. I'm almost at a point where I can level him one more and then open these two up and really push him up in levels. You can use them either a full Archer's March with an El Cid, or even with a Herman, or you know, if you want to go a little crazy, you could go a little more crazy, right? And you can say, yo, I want to double up on the AoE, both from him and from YSG. Not very recommended, but still, you could pair them. You could pair him with either a full Archer. You can pair him with Richard for a very good AoE tanky March, especially if you get it like mixed up with potentially only infantries or infantries archers or something like that. That will hold really, really well. Yeah. 3 sculpts a day though, that long grind to skill up. Christian, I don't really think 3 a day is even a number, right? Because that's the guaranteed number. And then you have all these events, and you have Arc of Osiris twice a month, so that's 20 more a month, 10 to 20 more a month in sculptures. And then you get all these events that you can get your sculptures through. Karak giving you 7 through 15, I think. So there are plenty of ways for you to consistently keep getting these sculptures. And if you reach VIP 13, you can always spend the gems for it, which I am still very far away from. I have 60 legendary commanders on me right now, but confused on whether to invest on YSG. He's the only one available on the Wheel of Fortune. Any opinions? Kevin, I would go for it. Do you have Richard? I would still go for it. I would focus YSG. Even if you don't have Richard today, if you tell me I went YSG first, it's still not not a bad play at all. YSG has a lot of meaning, especially in the late game, which is this Lost Kingdom, Arc of Osiris, and all these different events. Even in your home kingdom, if you end up fighting a war, you'll have a lot more use for it. I was assuming we couldn't use universal sculptures on her. No, I don't know if you can. I'm assuming you can, because it doesn't say you can't. It also doesn't say you can, but it never did, really. Ooh, forgot about these. So right now, we are waiting for one thing and one thing only, which is a research event. Chat, I'll let you guys make the decision. What happened here? Okay, nothing there. Chat, I need you guys to help me make a decision right now, okay? YouTube doesn't alert you anymore. That's why on my Discord I usually post on the content thing. I think I didn't today, but I'm working on making sure that it posts every time. It's coming. I'm building something that'll make things a little bit easier on you and on anyone not getting notifications and not knowing about videos and stuff like that. I'm working on something. Alright, so here's the deal, chat. And you guys are gonna have to help me out because it's killing me to think about either doing it or not doing it. At this point, I am fully ready to push everything I can towards tier 5s. Now, you see resources on top of my head. That's nothing. That's nothing. The amounts that I have saved up for months and months of hoarding is just absurd at this point. And I bought those insanely good packs that most of you bought a long time ago, like King's Coronation, which all of a sudden filled me up with resources and goodies. And same thing goes for the speed ups. I still have these because I'll explain why in a second. But the speed ups are here. Everything is ready for as big of a push as I can make. I could very possibly make it to tier 5s from here. I could. So what we are waiting for at this point is a 2-day research event where we had one last week, but it was research, building, and troop training. So I could have done all of my researches and someone would push 5,000, someone would do 5,000, what do you call it? 5 million, whatever the heck not, tier 5s. Every 5,000 of those, it's like half of my research. So those guys would just go. I'm waiting for a research event because I want the 20 sculptures. Winning Mightiest Governor is not even an option, Rushi. And let me tell you why. Because if I go for winning Mightiest Governor, okay, which I'm not saying it's impossible, I would have to go tomorrow. And that's 2 points per 1 power increased. Even if by some miracle I make it to tier 5s, which will put me, let's say, at 40 million. That's 17 million power, which would be 34 million points. It would put me right now in first place. It would put me right now in first place. But KE is coming. And I know for a fact that some of these people are just waiting for KE. And they're just going to port to JWM and just tier 5 on tier 5 and whatever. So Mightiest Governor is out of the question. I'm not in a place where I can contest for Mightiest Governor, period. The question is, I could push tomorrow for Academy 25. That would give me 6, 7, 8 million points, which might put me in first in this stage for not in here for sure. If I could make like top 12 right now before KE, which means that on the miracle that I end up placing somewhere, I could probably maybe place like here and get like that, which doesn't really matter. Or do I keep waiting on the buildings? Buildings, I can get it done. You know, it's gonna be this to 25, which I don't have the books for here, but I do have the gems for here. This and that and this barely covers it. So I have the gems to do it. I could go 1, 2, 3, 4, and of course finish up this because I didn't need any more sieges, so I haven't been training sieges for like 2 weeks. Those of you thinking that I only wasted sieges in the war, here you go. I haven't been able to train to do those in like 2 weeks. I couldn't care less for that. So I have also, I would need a little to open my bags a little bit. But here's the deal. What am I waiting for? Edward, Ali, what am I waiting for? Because if the research event comes up, the first thing I need to do is buildings regardless. So Kevin, you said hope the gem event comes with it. That's exactly what I'm thinking. I'm thinking maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to enjoy one of the days, or maybe even 2 of the days, where like I don't do many research. I do the researches I can all the way to the top of 24 on day 1. And buy a little bit of the gems, and then buy the rest on day 2 and enjoy that. Mr. Truth, do it now. That's not an option. It's either tomorrow or wait for a miracle to happen, which could happen. We're bound for a gemming event next week. Get some Saladin. Listen, Saladin is a no-go. I'm going to tell you this right now. Saladin is a no-go. Saladin will not happen anytime soon. Currently, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna keep. Ooh, we gotta open these, chat. We're gonna open these. I'm gonna max him. I'm gonna buy him as well, which is gonna take like this is $100. That's another 50, and then another 100 once the next VIP comes up. So that's gonna be a little pretty chunk of change. I was considering whether or not if I make a few more purchases, if I can make the VIP 13 and then buy this. But I'm not going to make it on, I'm not going to wait for that. Definitely not going to wait for that. But anyway. Yeah. Depends on how patient you are, brother. I've been playing the game for 256 days. I rarely pushed things. Most of my resources are still in the bags. And most of my speed ups are still in the bags. Brother, how much more patient do you think patient can I be? The only reason I haven't opened these into researches is because there's a real possibility this will not cover it. And I'll waste these on building speed ups before I start going on generics. But there's a very, very slight possibility that I might have to go onto generic speed ups for finishing buildings, which sucks. But if the push comes and that's necessary, then it's happening. And that's a video coming up, by the way. You guys will see how far I can make it. I'm sitting just above 20 million. I still feel so far from tier 5s. I feel your pain. I feel your pain. Hates when I use those resource bundles. I don't use these. We can use. Here you go, chat. I know you guys like it. There you go. Oh, opening. These guys are all backups in case I need like a type of resource, which right now my weakness is in stone like crazy. My gold is like not a bad shape. It's almost 50 million right here, but it's gonna require a lot more than this. I have backup gold and all that, but still my biggest worry are these, and I'm just gonna be opening this per need. That way I guarantee that I have all the resources I need. Last thing I need is to open this for like wood, and then I need stone or food, you know? Chat, let's go ahead and open these. I need you guys in the comments right now, all 83 beautiful people, to guess a number between 4 and 40. Keep in mind, we are opening all 12 at once this time because screw it. We have the minimum possibility of getting 4 and the maximum possibility of getting 40 Tao sculptures. We're going to open everything at once and hope we maybe even break the top. If we get, I think it's 16, 15, 16, we level him up once again. And we need one more level up on him so I can actually push him. I want to push him to 5 stars, but I'm waiting for this to be maxed out so I can open that. And that's the same story, by the way, to YSG. As soon as this is maxed out, I'm bam, bam, and leveling him up like crazy too. Chat, we need at least 16. I would love more than 20. 36, 41, Giro. There is a possibility Gio is right. Carla, 23, 69 by Roosevelt. 18, 12, 37. I see 2 37s out. That's the same. That's Gabby. And Gabby again with a 37. 22 by IB. Manua with 12. 17 by Titch. Mr. Truth, 34. Chat. I hate this so much. Story of my life. What a troll. What a troll. What a troll. Whatever. I'm over it. You stay level 3 another day. I'm not wasting you. No. No. I could open gold keys and be like, yo, bring me some of those from the gold keys. Like we have like 22, but we're not doing that. We're gonna wait another day and buy another one of those sets of packs and then level it up. But guess what? I only opened them live on stream with you beautiful people, so I'm gonna have to wait for that one sculpture another 3 days. Woo! Story of my life, brothers. Story of my life. Your commander arrow is giving me anxiety. This? Yeah, a bunch of these are not set up because I don't use them. A bunch of these are not set up. And these guys were leveled up recently. He leveled up the other day. He leveled up, what, yesterday? So, yeah. Yes? It is what it is. I'd rather them be like that than later on have to get a bunch of talent resets because everything is screwed up. Ooh, we used a lot of action points. What we got? What do we want out of here? What do we want out of here anymore? I don't have speed ups and I don't have gold keys. I'll take the stars. I can still use the stars. Got still to 6-star a bunch of people. Anyone here needs a power up? You do. You're up for a power up. What's the point of holding on to all of these? Ba-bam. Almost done. Fast click that develop. Ba-bam. 5 stars. There you go. You're free to go. Who else needs a re-up? A re-up so you can take in more. I actually need to set you up properly. That will help a little bit. March speed. and put you on mobility. Could put you on mobility. 10% chance grant, that I don't care for. Skill damage taken. Counterattack damage dealt. You can sort this out later, but I'll definitely set you up into the mobility. He's my peacekeeping guy. I could literally go as far as filling up this tree, but no point in that. I can use him more as a faster mobility player, especially now that he still has increased his march speed, so can place him for mobility later on. He is nothing. I never set him up, but I did send him as a skilled guy into the battlefield as a secondary commander. And he was also a secondary. Which really, talents don't matter for a secondary. We can do the expedition. Did we took a rune earlier. We have an hour worth of a rune. You know what, chat? We were gonna do this earlier. I don't think I have enough troops to do the expeditions, I'll be honest with you, but we can try. I was gonna do that. So let's do that. Let's pop. I kind of want that, but at the same time, I want to go minimalistic because these are doable. People can get these. Let's do that. And I still have the shield boost from earlier today. And I have this as well. So let's go do these, see what we can get done. So chat, I am not an expert of expedition whatsoever. I have a video coming up on how I'm going to get these done once I actually figure it out myself. But one of the things that I very quickly realized that people don't do as much is use this button right here. Now the preview button is everything. Because the mistake here is that you can actually get to a point where you place your tanky march where you want it to be, rather than organize it in here and then not know the order of how things are going to look like. So that's one thing that I realized a lot of people don't do. And secondly, people don't really check what's in here. And even worse, it's so hard to understand what each one of these are. And I told this to Lilith that they have to add like some sort of indicator so that it's visible what kind of marches these are. Because some of these are actually fairly confusing. Now, let's go add a couple more marches. So we had kind of a tanky march with a full infantry right there. And we're going to actually go with a cheaper version with Pelagius up front and a full cav with Minamoto in the back. And that Pelagius might not even be too well set up for that. I'm again going very like unprofessionally as possible to show that even with like the weakest of possible things, you can get stuff done, and kind of how I figure it out as I go. So I want to put here actually a better tanky unit. For that, I have you up front, and I'm going to put you in the back. Now this, not a good idea, not a good idea. Okay, we can do that, sure. We can do that. I guess that's not the worst thing. Oh, that's not the worst thing we can do. I do want to put this girl up front somewhere. I want to have her in the back. And you're not going to take all my guys right here, but you can definitely take some ballistas with you. And a bunch of tier 3s too. For all I care, as many tier 3s as possible. And then finally, we're going to stick here a Herman with... Naisangye is not the greatest on earth skills-wise right now to come help. So we're going to pretend he doesn't exist. And we're going to do something a little crooked. We're going to place him here. We're going to bring out the spearmen just a little bit more. And buff it up with that. Well, there's nothing more in there. And do that. And kind of have an AoE guy right there. Anyone knows the music in the background? Here you go. If you're talking about this one, then there you go. So the next thing that I don't see a lot of people do is focus on one troop at a time. Now, out of these troops right here, there is the Richard Mehmed tank. The Richard Mehmed tank is the toughest thing to break right here. And the longer you take to break him, the more the other marches are doing damage to you. On top of all that, there are marches here that do severe damage. The next biggest, more severely damaging march is this one right here with the 200,000. These look like cavalries. These look like cavalries, okay? These are cavalries with an archer on top of them, which is super weird. So this is our first front. And then we're probably going to go on the second biggest guy right here. Yeah, Mamluk. So the Mamluks. So those are cavalries. That's what I'm saying. They're so like confusing. If you went by the bow, you'd think it's an infantry, but it's actually a cavalry guy right there. And then we'll go here. Focus 1, 2. And then we have an option between these two. Now, this guy consistently heals a boatload. While this guy has some heals in him, but they're internal for himself. And therefore, I would guess that what we're going to try first is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 and see how that goes. So first comes first, we're actually going to send all the... Nah, I need to click start. We're going to send this guy first of all to the front because I want him to get here first. And everybody to target him. And then we're going to do this. And hopefully... Oh, that's... Great mechanic of the double click working right there for you. Listen. I'm not about that life of doing something crooked. Let's do it again. So, try number 2. Minamoto. Multiple select. Send everybody. He's going to get there first. Go crazy. Now, what I really want to do is as soon as he hits this, I'm going to move him a little bit if this march doesn't come for him. Now, here's something interesting. A lot of people say, listen, you want to have everybody targeting you, right? But at the same time, it took these guys a couple seconds more to get into the fight, which is a couple of rounds of less damage being taken. So far you can see we are chunking down this Minamoto. I don't necessarily agree with the fact that you should have all the marches taking damage from you as counter damage, because at the same time you're taking their main attack, and if you can have them stay back even for a couple of rounds, that's less damage you are taking. My tanky troop is taking some damage, but not as much as it could have. Now, where's our next target? We said this El Cid right here was target number 2, so we're gonna already get ready with that. And as soon as that Minamoto went out the window, we are swapping to the bottom right here. Now, you can see that because Richard was the guy who came in first, he was supposed to be the one being targeted. However, we have a little bit of a party foul. This guy actually caught my Herman out faster, and this guy caught my Pelagius a bit faster. Now, that's not the biggest of deals, because the point of the game of this expedition right now is to literally get this done within the timeline and not have anyone die. 60% or less troops lost is not that hard, considering this is my only issue right here. So far, another guy out the window. I'm going to need all of you to now turn your attention to this march right here. And when they all do that, you'll see them bunch up. And when they bunch up, there is a summon by my Cleopatra right there, and about to be summoned by his next. And then there is also the Joan that's mixed up in here, giving the buffs. So at this point, my only fear is time. It's nothing else. Nothing else can take me out here except for time. And maybe this march is going to have to back out if it keeps getting targeted the way it is. El Cid out the window next. So in previous expeditions, time meant something. Time had an importance. You had to get it done before X time. Now you have to get it done with up to 60% of your troops, not losing more than 60% of your troops, and of course doing it within the time that you have. So 2 minutes to get these 2 marches is gonna be okay. We're already chunking down almost half of this Mehmed along the way, and this Constantine, watch his troops right here, because in a moment he's gonna go poof. See that? 17,000 heal. That was his big healing skill being procced. So now we have a full 5 minutes, I think, or something, or even hour to get rid of him before he can proc that again. So that's a milestone to know that, okay, we're almost there. Now he's about to break down. And the final stretch is whether or not we can hit this Mehmed out of the park within the time constraints. Remind you guys that this is all tier 4s and tier 3s. Piet, if you came to be toxic in chat here too, I can just ban you in a moment and get rid of you. If you came here to do that, then I can just ban you and get rid of you. What do you mean power greedy? You can say the same about a bunch of other alliances in the game who are the stronger, the alpha male of the kingdom versus kingdom. It has nothing to do with that. And I especially don't appreciate when people fabricate stuff in my comments. And you're one of those who, out of just plain spite, hate, or I don't know what reason you have to be that upset, but decided to make up stuff about me, which I really don't appreciate, quite honestly. Ba-bam. And the 3-star. Just like that. So we're going to make a video about this, what you guys are seeing right now. It might not keep working in the later stages. We're only at level 73 right now. And soon the splits are going to start happening like here. And we're going to have to start choosing our opponents a little bit better. So let's take a look now. Whoo, AoE out he's not expertised. Very important to notice. What about him? He's not expertised either. Good. Okay, cool. Nobody here is expertised. So we have 200 and another 200. These guys are infantry. They're infantry? They look like infantry. These guys look like infantry. And these guys are cavalry. So I would target the cavalry first. Why? Because this infantry, yes, it has AoE, but this infantry is with the wrong types of commanders for it. So they're not doing as much for it. So these are archers? These look like infantries. Are they archers? What are these, chat? They're the Korea archers. There you go. See? Okay. Let's go back and say the same thing. Archers right here. I can send my full cav. I can send my full cav here. My full inf here. Go straight for the... send a full cav with it. And then do full cav inf on this first. And then go for this second. 200, 200. This will do a massive amount of damage. But if I send a cav inf in here, I should be okay. Now on this side, we have cavs. These look like infantries. I don't know what they are, but these are definitely infantries. So I'm assuming these are infantries as well. Right, chat? I don't know what these guys are. These are archers. Again, are they the Ottoman arch? God damn it. I don't even know anymore. I hate the little drawings. I actually need to start doing quizzes with myself to remember what they are. So we have archers and cavalry and the 3 in here. Fantastic. Who's the most painful one? Probably you. You are the tank. I need to send against you archers, which is not going to be fun. You are the buffer, so I'm going for you first no matter what. But you're the damage doer. So I think that the way we're going to split it up is we're going to have the cavalry and infantry go this way. Who are you? You are the crossbowmen, spearmen. Perfect. We're going to send you crossbowmen. Because this is going to be a problem. Send the mixed troop down here. Okay. We're going to try this. We're going to just try this and see if it works. So we said 1 and 1 and 2. So no. So you go here. You go here. You're the tank. I want you up top. And you... I don't want you hitting first. I want you hitting first. Stay back. You sit. Oh, buddy. You sit back. Now that we have all of you paying attention, and I need to send you guys... Technically, this is a huge mistake because he wasn't involved in the war. This is a huge mistake. I should have hit those two guys out and left him behind. If I got rid of this first, and then of this, he wouldn't have even procced a single thing. Yeah, this is a screw up. Look at how fast this is getting drained. These are tier 5s, mind you. And also this. This is going to take a little bit more than that split. Because this guy ain't going to hold. He's not going to hold. Maybe if I swap him out. I put here another leadership. Nuke one side first, then focus nuke other side. Khan will burn me? Yeah, Khan will destroy me right here. Yep, okay. Okay, so now I know what we're doing. Oh, that saves it. Now I know what we're doing. We're gonna keep these for a moment. Oh, I didn't want to start. God. And now I gotta go back in and then preview. What I wanted to do... What I wanted to do is... no. It wouldn't be a bad idea, by the way, but no. Let's make a little swap real quick and see how this works. So I want to take out of you, and I want to place more troops here. So I want to do that, and then that, and even that. Make this really, really beefy. Actually, I would probably make this even beefier with that. And nope, I don't have more of those. Okay, whatever. Just make this a bit more beefy, and then this can stay, and you can come here. Thoughts? You guys, when ARC video come out, which ARC video are you looking for? Which ARC video are you looking for? Sorry if you offended me. It wasn't nah. I mean, you guys lead, you guys block us. It's again, nothing against you. I said LG fam. They said that they wouldn't go where they are now and they're becoming greedy. And Piet, I have absolutely nothing to do when it comes to any of the management of any of the alliances that I'm part of. I stay way the hell out of that. And for a good reason. And that's the good reason right there. I kind of want to get rid of these first, but the moment they target, they're going to target these infantries and melt them down. Tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to send you first. Then you're going to no, because you don't heal. Alright, listen. I'm going straight for you guys. With everything we got, we're going to go this way and then that way. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then try to avoid him by coming from here. If we manage to avoid him, it'll be great. And then this will work properly. Ah! I hate when that happens. Target me. Thank you. Don't go this way. Don't come this way. Oh. Okay, cool. We good. Maybe this will work. Maybe if we focus this direction, it'll work better. Nuke those, yeah, I probably should have gone for the archers who will go down a bit faster and the AoE will go down. But at the same time, the amount of damage he does on my worry right now is more like my tank unit than everything else, to be honest with you. Oh, okay, good. Right now, my primary concern is my tank unit. I want it to have as much left in the tank as possible. It looks like we're doing okay, tier 3s and tier 4s, honestly. I mean, it would be ideal to have 5 tier 4s and even more ideal 5 tier 5s, right? But not at that level. We're not playing at that level yet. They keep moving slowly backwards, and I don't want these guys to get triggered. 3 minutes is very little time to get rid of this many tier 4s, tier 5s. So this can be a little bit of a struggle. Don't. Oh, buddy, he's gonna go that way. Oh, someone's about to take. Oh. Yeah, this guy took that, and this guy took this. No bueno. But at least we're melting these guys quickly. They are the big damage dealers. He's the tank, and he's going after my calves, which is very, very bad at this stage. Very, very bad. Hello, goodbye. Leave my calves alone, please. I'm much faster than you, my man. Get out of here. Thank you. Let's send them this way already. Now he's tanking the tank, which is okay with me. We're just about ready to send them this way. A minute 50. That's going to be a very, very tough squeeze right there. I know I left a little bit of Genghis Khan, but he won't proc again before he dies. And I had to start making the move. These guys had to move away. This Herman is about to go out of commission very, very quickly. At like 40, we're gonna have to start pulling him out and hoping for the best. Oh, he took big damage right there. All right, my boy, dip out. It's a 4v2 right now, and of course someone's targeting this guy, which is why he's losing a significant amount. You run away. And in 1 minute, can we get rid of both these marches, which are not getting damaged because we're running away and making them move. Okay, whatever. Stop moving. Let me fight you, please. Thank you. And where's Frederick? Come here. Oh, God. This is lost because of the movement. A little bit of consolation damage. Getting more damage being done to us than really done to them. But still, hey, take that. Herman stayed back. Nope, Herman is still here. Shoo. I don't think we got this. 30 seconds to do all that damage is going to be very, very tough. It's a very, very squeeze. Very, very close squeeze right there. I don't think it's here. Kite him back to with your tank. That was the plan. But 19 seconds to get 130 plus tier 5s dead is not going to happen. We'll be lucky for breakdown below the 100 in 8 seconds. Yeah, these guys are tough. We need a little more troops. We need a little bit more troops and a little better luck. Try this again. You need legendary. I refuse. I'm going with as little legendaries as I can. We have one here, and we have two here. That's it. That's all the legendaries we're playing with. 3 legendaries. Well, 4. Fine. I'll accept your definition, which is true. All right, chat. Let's try this again. What we're gonna have to do this time is the opposite. Is the exact opposite of what we started with the hopes and dreams that those cabs don't do as much damage to the tank, as it's an infantry tank, and therefore it can take the damage a little bit better. Come on, buddy boy. Target me. Thank you. Now let's get this going. Now, the next attack, what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to come from here and go here. I can kite the same way I did with this, go here, and avoid him altogether. So that's going to be the attempt. Did I see level 80? Nope. I haven't even looked forward yet. It's going to be tough. It's going to be very tough. We're in 74 and it's tough. And I will train more tier 4s to try to get more and more tier 4s in. No tier 5s. And I'm really not going to try to get legendary commanders in here if I can get away from it. Alright. Let's get ready for the next guy. I think that's the next guy. Ugh. That looks like the... Oh, Governor, the target has disappeared. Fantastic. Seconds wasted without attacks. Come on, brothers. Melt this down. Melt this down. Watch the calves just melt away. Look at the calves melt away. Come on. 10,000 hit, 6,000 hit, 5,000 hit. There we go. Come on, boys. These are tier 5s. Melt them. All of you, come this way. Quickly, quickly. Don't have much march. Time for marching. That should have cleared it enough. That should have cleared it enough. That even... Oh boy. Where are you going? You're about to attract some attention. You... Damn it, Herman. Someone attracted some attention right there. We're going to get rid of that AoE really quickly and go next for... See, this is my worry. This was my worry right here, that the tank won't be strong and won't have enough left in the tank to get it done. One of the things, Genghis is not that big of a problem, you know. If you really want to go crazy, you bring out some silencing commanders out and you keep silencing the hell out of them. I haven't really gone that... Ooh, where's my next... target? Where is it? I can't see Genghis Khan attack. I hope that's to you. Go. That looks like Genghis. That is Genghis. Cool. Look at this. That's what worries me right now. And now Frederick is also in the circle of the damage, the AoE damage. We have a little bit of AoE damage coming out here, just a little bit. Some debuffs and buffs. So we are seeing both of them taking the brunt force. I think I went for Frederick and not Genghis. Yes. Oops. That's not helpful to go after the tank first. We want to go after the damage dealer first. Although the tank is dealing a ton of damage too. We worked on both of them really well, actually. A minute and some left. And kind of the same amounts we had back then. Kinda. Except for the fact that now Frederick will do much less damage out the gate once we get rid of Genghis. Just a question of being able to click him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. We got this. Give me a click on him. Yes. Yes, go. No, that's fine. When I said go, what do you think I meant? Sit there and wait. Watch the timer go down. Now you... Oh god, you're gonna have to tough it out. We don't have enough rounds for that to die regardless. So it's either we do it or we fail. But he doesn't die. 58 seconds. 58 and going down by 1,000 at a time. 2,000. Yeah, we're close but not close enough. Close but not close enough. Huh. Bam. Martel main. I have Martel set up as a garrison. But let's play around a little bit more and see what we can get done. Who else we have in play? Who else we have in play? Nobody really. We could get a little crazy and bring another Lohar out to heal. I'll tell you what we can do though. Just no, because then I was gonna leave this, but then we'd have to come back and redo this. I was gonna train a couple more tier 4s and see if that does the trick. Maybe if we get rid of the ballistas and go with more actual troops. We get rid of the ballistas, which really take more damage and don't do as much back. And we really max out on the troops first and then fill up a little bit with these. That might be a better option. Use Scipio. Osman, okay. I'm down to try it. So take Osman out of here. Put Joan in here instead. Yeah, okay. Whatever. And then, no. And then put Osman in here. Which means we can put more troops in this march now. But we'll get there in a second. And then you, we said Joan. Let's lower a little bit these guys. Because quite honestly, I'd rather have more crossbowmen available. Because then we could potentially decrease these right there, like that. And then decrease these even further. And go bam, bam, bam. Okay, that didn't do much. Cool. Let's try. Let's see what happens. Martel has a bigger level, yes, which will give me more troops on the battlefield, but I really don't have more troops available. So it would make sense, you are correct, except for the fact that, first of all, Martel is not higher level than Richard, if that's what you were saying. But anyway, having a higher level without enough more troops that can fill it. Did you watch Arsenal versus Liverpool? To be honest, it was so hectic. Listen, after a Champions League, oh, why did I? We said AOE first. We said AOE first is the solution. I went straight for the cabs. The tank actually taking some. I kind of feel like I should sacrifice the cavalry more. Send the cavalry out first, even though it'll take a substantial amount of damage. It'll take a substantial amount of damage from the cavalry. So listen, chat. I know that they don't heal though. I keep restarting this. I just got to do it. You go here, and you guys, with a little bit of changes we did, it could be useful, the little bit of changes we did. We needed just a little bit more. Hey bud, do you think Ronnie's theory to make sense to only train tier 4s for KVK, cheap to heal, etc.? I don't think the theory is anywhere near how would I say it? Training tier 4s is obviously something that you're going to do regardless. If you're not someone who can sustain full tier 5s consistently, then tier 4s mixed in with tier 5s is definitely going to be your play. But to say that you should only train tier 4s for KVK makes no sense. You should probably end up using more tier 4s during KVK than tier 5s if you cannot afford to sustain the losses. And let's face it, a lot of us cannot afford to sustain the losses. So if you cannot afford to sustain the losses, then 100% train tier 4s. But if you can sustain the losses, you're going to have tier 5s out the wazoo. And you're not going to care. You should be able to choose between the amounts between the times you use strictly tier 5s to a mix of tier 5s and tier 4s to even tier 4s only. Once you have your technology all the way up there, your tier 4s become quite a lot stronger. What Ronnie says is if you're a free-to-play player, only low spender, don't bother trying to max out the research. Focus your speed-ups on training troops. I don't agree with that at all. What you're saying is since you are not a spender, do not play the facets of the game, but rather focus on having enough troops to be useful for your alliance in Kingdom versus Kingdom, or get the heck out. Which I cannot go anywhere near saying that's anywhere close to a possibility. Like, you should be pushing your researches consistently. What you should be doing is you should be investing some of your speed ups into training more troops. Sure, if you know that you're not going to be making it to tier 5s in the next whatever not, and you're okay with being a utility support player, then you can decide to use most of your generics for troops, or to use some of your generics for troops, which I have not done. I don't think that's saying, okay, since you're not going to be a big spender, your only real utility is this, and therefore go be useful. That's what it sounded to me. That's what that sounded to me like. And we didn't target. Did we target? No, we didn't, did we? Because he was unclickable. Let's go target that guy. This is looking a little bit better. Just a little bit, chat. Just a little bit. Am I a free to play or a moderate spender? I'm two types of spender. I'm a moderate spender. I'm a moderate spender in general, but every and any tip that came into the channel through streams or stuff like that has either gone back for gear or into the game. So when we were almost out of debt, 22A came in clutch with a ton of tips, which made us spend 200 and something bucks on one pack, which was my first time ever buying a $100 pack in any game. So that was kind of exciting. But I don't know. I would consider myself a moderate spender. I think that will determine the type of play you're looking to play and the goals and what you're trying to accomplish. Exactly. Vixen, that's, I think, the most important thing. I keep preaching this because I don't like, and this is not shots at any content creator who does this, but I don't like content creators that say this is how you should be doing this. Because someone came up to me in the Discord group, by the way. If you guys are not part of the Discord, make sure you join the group. Trust me, that Discord is popping and we have a lot of cool people in there, lots of information. Someone asked me, what's the best thing to buy out of the Alliance shop? Is it VIP or speed ups? Some people say this, some people say that. Ooh, this one's gonna be a tight one. We got this. Celebrated too early. Ah! Ooh, we got this. 3 stars. Ba-bam. Level 74. Tier 3s and tier 4s only. Yep, too much of those. What I really preach, I guess, quote unquote, what I stand for is the good old saying, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach him how to fish and he'll eat for life. I don't like to answer a question with like yes or no, this or that. I like to give you the theory behind the way I think to make you think a bit maybe like I do, or to show me how you think and change my mind on things. So Alliance shop, right? People said, what's the best thing? Is it VIP or is it speed ups? Now, we got a boatload of these still. Now, out of all the items, if you ask me, top number 1 item to get in the Alliance shop, that if you can get it every single time, 100% period, is none other than a passport page. And I'll tell you why a passport page. If you can get 2-3 passport pages, bam, perfect. Why? You cannot get these without spending money. This is the only place you can get something for real money for in-game currency. A lot of us are doing the math in the head of base value based on the gems. So there is a base gem value for this, a base gem value for this, and so forth and so on. And now you're translating what's better. If I get one of these, it's better to get a relocator because this costs that many gems and this costs that many more gems, and therefore you should get this and not that. But what if you don't have gems at all? If you don't have gems at all, then now a name changer is super worth it, because guess what? It saves you 500 gems. So if you ask me what you should be getting here, and you can see I'm not getting much. All I have been getting are these relocators, which are fantastic. Best bang for your buck, in my opinion. I've been picking up some of these talent resets for videos, for things that I need to do. So it's super handy to have these here. But honestly, out of everything, I'd get passport books, 10 out of 10. I would go then with relocators, which are super, super important. The teleports are so, so important. I have 30 some of these, but I'm teleporting within a territory. Why the heck am I going to waste these guys that are much more valuable? So I come and pick these guys up instead. If we are done with this, that, and that, even these, in my opinion, are more worth it. The silver keys are pointless. These can be kind of fun to play with, but no comments. Talent resets, no way to get them without spending gems. Here you can get them for free for in-game activity. So very, 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 very important. I would go 1, 2, based on whichever situation you need, 3, and then for VIP, right there. Because VIP you can only get by either spending money in the game or getting lucky from your alliance chests, which yesterday I got insanely lucky. Got like, I'll see if I can pull up the picture for you guys in a second. All of these are kind of pointless. The speed ups are nice if you're almost done. If you're almost done with any research or something and you really want to get it done, then popping these is not necessarily a bad idea. But I'm focused on these guys right here. The guys that you can't get without spending gems. And VIP you can't even get without spending gems. So even technically this and that are two very, very useful items that you can't get gems for. But this, I don't think it brings you forward as much as you think. This costs like, I think 150 or like 80,000 per one. So you can, so even with this, I would end up like with like 2,000 or 3,000, which doesn't push me anywhere. So yeah. Got the passports and it took me 15 days. Are you his manager? Who? Who's my manager? Vixen? Alright. What we got left to do. Let's go take a look at the jumper for a bit. Let's open these. They don't really do much, but hey, gold keys. We always want gold keys. We don't need arrows anymore. Speed ups, that's what we really want. Building speed ups right now just to close it out, and we have some healing speed ups too. You guys notice that they took out the plus sign on the healing? Kind of weird. It's like, now it looks like, oh, we don't have woundeds, but it has like the symbol, I think, of the state of the civilization. Bro, be careful with the Vixen company. I know, right? She's trouble. She's trouble in chat. You're moderate, but look at your inventory. My inventory comes with months. Can I show you also something else? This. I don't have the plus sign. I have this sign now. It's kind of weird. I guess it's based on your civilization. I have 256 days in the game, and I very, very rarely sped up anything. Like this built by itself. I didn't speed it up. This is building by itself so far. These guys will get pushed, but a bunch of things got built with time and with open resources rather than bags. So for the longest time, I didn't open anything. I have a crazy inventory to push for tier 5 and maybe even potentially train some if I get there. But I never healed. I never sped build. I sped up buildings. Yes, that I did do, but only with these building speed ups, which is why I have so little of them compared to the others. I did speed up buildings, but I never sped up resources. So if I had the resources available to do the next building, I do that. How far am I in the research? That's where I'm a little bit weak. But I still think I can get it done. So these guys are 999. Not these guys. These guys are 999. And this is like halfway. This has been going from like 96 days, by the way. This has been going for 50 some days now. For 50 some days I've been, well, we had the content creators situation that happened, and then Lost Kingdom, and then I don't know what I'm doing yet, and content creator debt and all that kept dragging this more and more. But this has been going on for like 50 days. So we are halfway here, right? And then got 1, 2, 3 big researches. So that'll be like 300 days total, at least, for all those 3. And then getting this guy there will probably take another 200-ish days, maybe more, to get him there. And of course, along the way, we got to get this guy done and this guy done. And then we have a bunch here to get done, but these are relatively shorter. Like, this guy it requires almost everything, so I've been doing that. I'm about to be a gecko. Why are you about to be a gecko? But pushing these shouldn't be that tough of a time. It'll be just like next, speed ups, next, just speed through these things. The big boys are really what scares me. The big boys are gonna require like 100 and something days a pop. Like these guys, and then these guys, and these guys, and then these guys. I believe you can get it. I did the math-ish. I'm not so sure I'm there yet. I have between these and these about 800 days. 800 days among the research and generics ish. I haven't made the count in a few days now, in a few weeks now, actually, maybe in a week or so. So considering I have 6 big researches left, it will be a tough one. It'll be a really tough one. I have a spreadsheet that can help you counting that, Edward. I think I have my own. If you're talking about a spreadsheet for I guess I can show you guys this. It's not the craziest of things really to show, except for the fact that my office is out of out of license. How do I show you guys this? Let's do that. Like, this was the last count I had ish. So you guys are looking at this right now. So 83 days building, 196 training, 103 here, and 100. Oh, so I have like 800 total right here. And then got a little bit of healing, lots of training to push troops when the day comes, and building per building. What's up, Misfit Lion King? How you doing, brother? Welcome to the stream. I missed you guys as Ark of Osiris. What's his face? Got in touch with me a bit too late, and I couldn't get it. I couldn't get into, like, he got in touch with me an hour before your Ark, and your Ark was at 6 a.m. my time, so I was asleep. Kind of a bummer. Yeah, so we have the resources we need. The resources are not an issue anymore. Yeah, I saw. First loss, wasn't it? I saw. That was a tough one. Edward, I did make one of those for myself, but I appreciate you offering, though. Yeah, I haven't done the math in a little bit, Roosevelt, but I think I need about 1,000 days. So I still think I'm going to have to end up spending more to get that push done. I am gearing up for that. So I'm going to do the push, see where we stand, see how much more there is to do. And if it's actually something I can afford to do, then I'm just going to keep pushing, and I'm just going to keep pushing, and I'm just going to keep pushing. And that's just going to be it. Why don't I use my speed ups? For quite a while, as part of the content creators, as part of the content creating program, we got in-game items. Everybody knows the story, and I had realized very quickly I should not use those. So when things started getting to a point where I couldn't keep up with the list of what's mine and what's theirs, I just said stop using hoard until you either can do a very comfortable push or you can actually justify using these items. So I hoarded for months and months and months, which is also why we had very little to no content creators debt. And when the content creators debt thing happened, I was free to essentially know what's mine and what's not, and therefore the push is happening. But yeah, it was our fault. We could have done better. Everybody, losing is part of the game, my man. Sometimes losing one is important to make sure you win the next 10. But if you're still considering maybe leaving, you shouldn't push for tier 5s now. What does one thing have to do with the other? It's lesson learned? Exactly. That's how you need to look at it. It's a good lesson learned. Question, a 15% architect rune, a 15% rune and architect should add up to each other. My city hall takes 77 days in total, 25% speed, should make it 57. Why is it 60? How do you know this works? So one thing you don't keep in mind, and this is a small trap in these games that you have to remember, is that by nature of the game, the 77 days total you had took in mind also the following. Took in mind the fact that before you even got to that research, you had another, where is it? You had another, no, 10% research speed right here, and then another 15% research speed right there. And then there is more and more research buffs that you have. I think that if you go, what is it here? Is it here? No. Where is that? There's a place where you can see, chat, where is the place where you can see all your information? Is it in your city, right? In here and then that? Yeah. So you can see my research speed is plus 86%. City Hall, yeah, thank you, chat. So I'm at plus 86% without any rune, without anything, right? So you got to keep in mind that the percentage you currently have is already being counted towards those 77 days. So that extra 25% is not an extra 25% from that point. It's an extra 25% from the total, which waters it down essentially. And even then, it's like on a curve. So the first 10% are a true 10%, and then the next one after that is more diluted. It's a bit weird to explain. But yeah, when you pop everything, you end up with like another 25 here, right? Another 25 there. So that explains that. It's the same as the HP bars, which we talked about yesterday in rallies and stuff like that. What else we got to do? We don't have that much to do today, chat. Just a chill, slow stream today. Trying to figure out what the next moves are. Trying to figure out what we're doing for a video. Well, the video tomorrow is definitely going to be about Alexander. Now, keep in mind, I've been shying away from doing commander videos because I honestly don't think, I'm not very secure with my knowledge in commanders. So I'm gonna have to break that seal, that thing that's making me not make the video, like in here right now, and it's gonna be with Alexander. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope it actually makes sense. I hope that at the end of the day I do give good information, because I do feel a little insecure with my knowledge about commanders. So tomorrow's video is gonna break that mold out, and we're gonna talk about Alexander and his many ways to use them. I like the way Chisco breaks commanders down. He goes skills, potential pairings, and potential trees to work with. So I think we're gonna keep that kind of a form a little bit. I wish I had the ability to use him and show him doing things while doing this, but still. I'm about to be the king. I'm about to be the king of my kingdom. Everyone's about to leave my kingdom. Master Rich. What's up, Anthony? How you doing? Don't forget kingdom buff also, of course. You can get a kingdom buff as well, and a couple of other types of buffs you can still get out there. You can get your civilization buff and a bunch of others. It's an interesting one. Yeah, so the percentages are a bit messed up. Do we hit this MM guy? Nah, MM are cool peeps. I need to rebuild troops. I'm probably gonna upgrade all of these and all. Like, I don't really have a mightiest governor I really care for too much. Our Saladin is about to be up, and then comes Charles Martel, which for me is pointless, and then El Cid. So maybe we'll wait to push during El Cid. Don't overthink it. It'll get better and easier the more you do it. Yeah, I feel you, Anthony, but I really don't want to give out false information. I really would like to play to my strengths rather than to put a video out there that will give me a name of someone who doesn't necessarily understand what he's saying. And I'm pretty sure I still have that name, but at least I haven't like publicly announced that I actually believe in that. Lion King, when is your pass opening? You guys should be heading into madness, shouldn't you? We are in madness right now. We're all the way back. We're all the way back, boys and girls. We're all the way back. Let's send gatherers, bring out the jumper for a little bit because I really want to get some things, at least a couple things done on the jumper before I leave for the day. We're gathering nothing right now. We're gathering whatever's available at this stage. I would prefer food. Let's see if we can sneak a level 6 food somewhere. I don't believe it, but if we can. Oh, we got arrows on the way there, and they're blue arrows, so we ain't messing with that. MM territory, that is completely fine. Kingdom 58 is an open kingdom when it comes to gathering. Kind of works out. 5 days, it's a 2v5. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. What's 2 days? So Friday. Woo! Perfect. I'll be on and ready to record all Friday long. Am I going to see a Misfits victory though? I saw your kingdom. It's kind of nasty what you guys are doing out there. It's kind of nasty what's going on out there right now. That music sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean. Why do you get out the secondary commander at farming? Gabby, you don't have enough gathering commanders out there to send 10 gathering commanders. So I always make sure that I have at least one commander on each march. You have, I think, 6 gathering commanders total that you can use. So I usually make sure that I send the top ones first, and then the last one can have 2 marches. Can have 2 people in it, or else what'll end up happening is you'll have 3 or 2 double gathering commanders, 1 with 1 or maybe 1 with 2. That'd be the right, so 3 with 2 and 2 with nothing. And so rather spread them across to make sure everything gets a little more sped up. Gates open on Tuesday, so 5 days, not 2 days. So 5 days on Tuesday. I can take a day off on Wednesday. I can be sick on Wednesday. I could be sick on Wednesday, you know. I feel like something is happening inside me right now, which might make me miss work on Wednesday. How disappointing would that be, chat? If I on Wednesday for some reason would you mind if I streamed it, Misfit Lion King? Would you mind if I streamed it? I don't stream other content creators stuff, and I don't know if you guys have a content creator in your kingdom. I could do a Wednesday long stream. Sorry about that. Yeah, of course, bro. You're welcome. Awesome. So I think we might do that, chat. We might do like a cool long Wednesday stream. As soon as the doors open, we stream Misfits, go through the gates and do what they need to do. It'll take them a little bit to like connect to fights and stuff like that, but we can really do like a cool live commentary of a proper. We got 9 farms, almost 10. Let's see. You might be right. You might be right. I don't know who your 9 are. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where is she? If you are considering, if you're someone who went with like the versatile 15% gathering speed, I don't buy that. How do you have 9 farming commanders? I said gathering commanders, so the guys with the gathering tree. You have a couple of others that you can get 15% gathering speed from the versatility tree. Yes. Oh, wait. I want to get the jumper here. They changed Constantine's 4th skill. It has 40% damage reduction. Listen, the reason that Constantine is not coming out is because he's getting nerfed. It's everything you gotta know. The talent tree for gathering is too good not to get it. Yep. All right, so give me a second, chat. You guys are about to see nothing, and I know you guys get crazy. You guys go a little psycho when you don't see anything, so please breathe. Everything is okay. We are just changing accounts on the main monitor, and therefore you're not seeing a thing. But now, bam, we are back. The jumper situation is a bit more peculiar. Peculiar is the correct word. Look at this. It's like, where's my plus? Oh, we got hit gathering. Lucky Nuke. Doing what Lucky Nuke has been doing for a couple days now, which is being a nuisance. Which is cool. It's tier 1s. It's not that crazy. A friend sent a gift to you. Military supplies for having to heal. Cool. Ouch. That hurts. That hurts. Little shit. At least we healed 200,000 and got there. So 89, we're pretty close to this as well. Did we do... Let's go open gifts, chat. I've been getting good luck in here. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. I've been getting luck. We need VIP. We want VIP as the #1 priority. VIPs mean everything. The arrows, I will take them too. We don't need... We could use books, but we have the gems to get the books. We got more golds coming up. Come on, baby. Give me those 2,000 VIPs. Oh. And, well, speed ups are good. Yesterday, I picked up from 3 gold chests, 2,000 VIP, 1,000 VIP, 2,000 VIP. I have a screenshot in the Discord group if you guys want to check it out. I'll post it right after the stream. Now we have to get him for real. He's just a troll. We got a little bit unlucky this time around. He's just a troll. It's not that big of a deal. I really couldn't care less. So this account is in a peculiar place, as we can hope for something good and get nothing good, because it's in a point where, first of all, it's not very far ahead for the days it's existing. It has some, just like the other account, it has some resources stacked up. I kind of played this account the same way, primarily because I don't have that much time to put into it as much as I want to, at least. It's not as stacked on speed ups. It has a little bit of them, but it's not as stacked on speed ups. It's stacked on training speed ups because I never used them ever. So this account is at the pre-Saladin Mightiest Governor push, which is Once Mightiest Governor happens, we do a push in troops, and then we get some kills to get that guaranteed Saladin. If it takes us a couple of Mightiest Governors, that's what we will do. What's up, Ivor? How you doing? It's kind of in trouble for resources. It really needs a good chunk of resources right now to push up the final ladder. This is not the biggest of deals, but I do have to be careful about those gems as well. This account has gems on it. This account has gems on it. There's 20,000 right here. There's a bunch more all over the place, including like, what's this? Over 10K here. So it has, from just playing the game, gems on it. It's not an issue. But we really want to make sure we nail this out of here, and then nail the 25 as well in terms of the books we need. And then from there, the gems will go for spinning wheels, probably. So it's also, it's weird. The account is in a good shape, but it's in a standby shape, where if I really felt the need and necessity to push it, I could really pass that probably another like to 22, maybe even 23 million power, not an issue. Push this, push some of this, get some buildings up, hospital up, alliance center up, and stuff like that. So it needs resources. I don't really want to ask. I don't have necessarily issues when it comes to these speed resources, but my stone is a real killer. This is not enough to get anything done. Right? Cry me a river. So I've been gathering. The gathering's been going really well, with the exception of the one douche with the tier 5s on the battlefield doing his best to just be a nuisance and a pain in the butt. But that does come with the territory. This account has a lot more improvements that it still needs to get through, which are mainly time consumption. Now, I'm thinking if once I get done with the push on the big account, it'll be like a release of steam. It'll be a release of like pressure of finally having to push that account to a point where it's like in a respectable place. And then from there, we can really start focusing more on this account. Initially, the plan was to phase out that account and make this the big account. But then a bunch of things happened along the way that made me want to keep both. So yeah, that's the current shape of this account. And what I've been doing with it is just really playing the daily stuff, being part of the building, being part of helping the alliance in the daily stuff activity. Don't judge this. That's the only thing I've been really bad about, really bad about. And I have no reply about this one. I'm just really bad at that in general. But I do make an effort. Today specifically did not happen. But usually with my morning coffee, I do this, and I do all the barbarian hunting of the morning and all of that. But I was late for work today. It's excuses, yes, but it is what it is. So we did that, got that out of the way. Log in every now and then to click the helps and do all these like the daily stuff. But this account's been kind of coasting. We're taking the sanctuary right now. Are we? See, I don't even know that. I did not even know that. Read your mail. It's in half an hour. Okay, cool. Anything interesting here? Woo! Do we push that City Hall 25? Yeah, screw it. We pushed that City Hall 25 before leaving. Get that off the get that out of the way. Before we make that statement, do we have the stone for it? Yes, we do. We do. Okay, cool. So we got the stone for it. This is not an issue. 2K gems. When you go to New Kingdom, get City Hall 25. What do you mean go to New Kingdom? What do you mean go to New Kingdom? You mean the Lost Kingdom? Kingdom buff will help a lot. Ooh, let's ask leadership. What's the plan for buffs if they use them already? For all I care, give me leadership for 2 seconds to pop the buff, so it doesn't cost anyone anything. I think. Oh, this is not the account in Kingdom 58, Misfit Lion. This is the account in Kingdom 196. That account is almost Academy 25, not City Hall 25. This is the jumper. This is the jumper. Let's see what legends. What's up, Casper? How you doing? Oh, to do what you gotta do. You, Misfit Lion, you know what? There is a reason why you're here right now, and that was to stop me and ask leadership if there is a possibility to get a buff. If there's a possibility to get a buff, heck, why not? We're saving them for tomorrow, probably. Yes, but if we do it now, then you have time for tomorrow too, don't we? Casper? As long as you do it today, you have within 24 hours, you can get it done again, right? How much time there is in cooldown of these things? Worst case scenario, I don't wait for the Kingdom buff and I just pop that 15% and start the timer on the Kingdom 60 on the City Hall 25. What's the time limit on these things? Or this? Ooh, Kingdom Honor. Immigration policy. No cap. Woohoo! Titles. No titles, buffs. What's the inactive? I guess it's every. Okay. The XPP killer. None of that. Oh, no. My bad. Wrong person. Ah! Sorry. Wait. Misfit Lion King. I actually tried to do something nice, which was put Pixel in timeout because he asked you for money and instead I clicked on your name. So how do I get you on timed out right now? Is there a way to get you on timed out right now? Participants. What the heck is... I think you might have to wait the 5... I think you might have to wait the 5 minutes. Wait. Maybe this? Where is it? No! Oops. Is there a way to get you untimed out? I guess not. Crap. My bad, bro. What if I add you as moderator? What happens here? Misfit Lion King, can you type right now as a moderator, or are you timed out still? Oh no. Try to type. I don't know if it'll let you. Since we can't see anything, I'm guessing you still can't. Or it'll be like, ha ha ha, good. Whoops. See, this is why I don't moderate chat. This is why I don't moderate chat. And while we're doing that, these guys are just like chilling here, waiting for that tier 5 player to come kill them. Let's get a couple more of these and call it a day. We'll do the 25. Screw it. We'll do it regardless. Ask for a title and screw it. Pop it up. Get it done. 10%, couple days off. No, he can't type. Probably. How? Oops. All right, my man, I apologize again, but you're gonna, you got mod in return as an apology. So I apologize for that one. This is why I don't mod my own chat. I was so, it was like you, him, you. And I was like, is this the right guy? And all of a sudden, poof, 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 I see all the messages go. And I was like, oh crap. I may have just timed out the wrong guy. God damn it, dude. Vixen, can I experiment on you? Would you mind if I experimented on you for a second? How mad would you be if I experimented on you? Go for it. So if I put you in timeout, now you're timed out. And then I click put user in timeout again. You've been timed out again. But how'd I unput user in timeout? What the heck? More timeouts? Yeah. Chat's being timed out today. Anyone typing anything gets a timeout. Free timeout today. Come get your timeout. Hashtag timeout in the chat. We'll get you a free 5-minute timeout. Not really, but still. Getting quiet here? I know, right? All the talkers are either hidden right now or timed out. Oh, Geed. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I bet I'm not seeing that guy back again. Like the disrespect. Misfits freaking ports out from Kingdom 93 to Kingdom 58, zeros me. There he is. Sorry about that. You good. Cool, cool. You can still stay as a mod though. As a reminder. Don't zero me in revenge. Nah, but it's not cool to ask people money. Don't ask for people money in the chat, please. Even as a joke, a lot of people think that it's funny, but you have no idea how many people ask on a regular basis like they mean it. So I just don't want people to get harassed in chat. I hope you can understand that, XPP killer. I don't hold that against you. Just no, all good. I don't hold that against you at all. It's just, please. I wanted to delete your message and ended up timing out the wrong guy. No comments. It's late. It is late. It is 10 p.m. Okay. Did I get a reply there? No. I think you really want it. Here you go, brother. Nah, I won't time you out. I don't time out people. I'm not a mean person. I'm not a mean person. I promise. Wait, isn't there a content creator in your continent, Misfit? I think there is one, isn't there? I think Swagger is in your continent. He's Kingdom. I think we talked about this before. Yeah. What kingdom is he in? 90. He's 96. Yo, what's up, Nono? How you doing? Kingdom 96. Do you think adding that many commanders is healthy for the game? Ezo, I honestly think that the game is becoming even more and more healthy with the more commanders. I think that if you ask me for a prediction, this is not me telling you what will happen. And this is something for us to talk about in a year, okay? This is not gonna happen overnight. The way I see this game evolving into becoming something really, really, really cool is by adding more and more legendary commanders and slowly making them a bit easier to max, meaning more sculptures will come out easier. And now it won't be like it takes you 2 months to max out one commander. You will very quickly, within the first like 2 months or so, have like 2 legendary commander maxed out. But now there is like 30 of them. And which one do I max? And now the game will start being about a lot more about the types of commanders you send. And it's going to become like, it's not going to be as cookie cutter as it is right now. Oh, the best infantry right now is Richard and Martel. Bam. Now it's true. Now you're right. But I think that the evolution of this game will be not, let me send a full infantry. Okay, Richard, Martel, go. It'll be like, shit, I need a full, I need a full infantry that can also take reduced skill damage. So you're going to pick the 2 infantry commanders that fit that specific thing for a reason. Who is Minamoto's second commander? I mean, usually people pair him with Cao Cao. I paired him with Pelagius since I don't have a Cao Cao, and it worked out pretty well for me. So if you ask me what the long-term play to make this game healthy is, it's actually the other way around, is adding even more legendary commanders to guarantee that there are, and making them more available, which I honestly believe is the future of this game. It's going to be that you're going to be maxing out commanders on a much faster pace. It'll stay just as expensive to be on the top of your game, but those who want to keep spending will get there much faster for much cheaper. Deathstrokes, thanks for being here, my man. You have a great night. Wishing everybody a nice evening, afternoon, and have a nice stream. Thank you very much, Deathstroke. I appreciate it. We're just chilling here talking with chat right now. I think I'm going to head out pretty soon too. Just finishing up the AP on this account. But I think they should put weekly missions and monthly missions that give you legendary commander sculptures. 100% killer. I think it's going to happen. If you ask me, I think that within a year, we will be seeing the possibility of making 10 legendary sculptures a day. Within a year, though. And that's ambitious. Because the way I see them making things, if you ask me my personal opinion of their timeline based on things that I know from them, I think that we'll see, first of all, a revamp of Ark of Osiris. We're going to see much more focus being spent on that. And the reason for that is because they already have enough data to know how to improve Ark of Osiris. And so from there, they're right now, as they are gathering data on Lost Kingdom, they're focusing main development on Ark of Osiris and side support on Lost Kingdom. And then what will happen is once the new Ark of Osiris, with everything I know, I mean, they're not necessarily making everything different, right? But they're revamping a few things, and they might make changes in the mechanics as well. That I don't know about just yet. But once they're done with that, they're gonna swap the plays. So the main focus is gonna go back to Lost Kingdom, and side support is gonna go towards Ark of Osiris. And in between, this main group is also going to have times in which they also work on continuous arcs for the game, not Arc of Osiris, but arcs of story. So we should be seeing more VIP. We should be seeing more legendary commanders. I think that we're going to be seeing more civilizations for sure. I think that also a long-term strategy will be that changing civilizations will not be as expensive. I think that long-term, we're going to be seeing a really, 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 really cool open field combat game where the top tier players will be swapping commanders based on need, and it'll make it super smart and intuitive, and it'll require you to have a brain to play the game. And also they'll be swapping civilizations much more frequently. That would be a revenue killer though. That would be a Lilith revenue killer. What would be a Lilith revenue killer? I think 10 a day is not a... Gotta go. See you soon, Gecko. Take care, Misfits. Lion King, you have a good one. I apologize again for timing you out. I don't think it's a big revenue killer at all. The biggest revenues really are Mightiest Governor, Wheel of Fortune, Lost Kingdom. Those are the big boys. That's why a lot more Spin the Wheel events are coming out. That's why more Constantine is going to come out in Mightiest Governor. Making legendary sculptures less rare will not make it a revenue killer so long as there are more things to spend those legendary sculptures on. You got to understand that the law of supply and demand says something very simple. You can sell one item for $100, okay, or 2 items for 60 a pop. And if your profits are 10% here or here, then by selling 2 items for 6, you end up getting 20% actually more revenue by making your items cheaper. So the longer term of this game, you got to remember that also there's people like some of you who joined this game last week, yesterday, last month. None of you have any chance whatsoever. And trust me, I've seen an account by a very cool guy. I was going to make a video with him, but I don't know if it's going to happen anymore. Very, very cool guy that within 80 days maxed out 10 legendary commander sculptures. He put boatloads of money into the game. 6 figures into the game. Chat, 6 figures. And quite honestly, he caught up because he spent the money. The only way you'll be able to catch up with someone like me right now, and I'm nobody, right? I'm not that far into the game. But it's going to require you to spend so much more money, and the longer I play the game, the more advantage I have on time, that the newer guys need to have an ability to catch up. So slowly and steadily, the best example is Lords Mobile. Lords Mobile, when I started playing the game, I used to buy the $5 pack that had these griffin thingies, right? They had an item in them that I needed. And $5 would get you that item and a few chests from that monster, and that's it. Nowadays, you get that item, plus the chests you used to get, plus like 40 extra chests, which at the time used to be worth like $20-$30. So with $5 nowadays, you get much more in Lords Mobile than you used to get a year ago. So the longer the game progresses, it'll be cheaper. It'll cost just as much to get to the top. That's what I'm trying to say. So with time, the newer players are going to have the ability to fight the older players. And the only way that'll happen is by making it so that being at the top will require you to consistently spend a lot, but to get close to the middle will require you to spend much less. Only joined a month ago. It gets discouraging. It takes forever to max out the one commander. I agree. But they'll release tier 6s soon? No, they won't. No, they won't. King Salid, how you doing? They won't be releasing tier 6 anytime soon. Do you guys know anything? I don't know if you guys know this, right? Maybe you do, but do you guys know what these colors are? Any of you know the origin of these colors? Of the rarity scale? It's a pretty standard thing. It was established, I don't remember what was it, Guild Wars, was it? That established this color pattern? It's the commanders. You're right, but do you know there is a meaning behind the scale. I don't remember which game started it. Which grays are the cheaper ones, greens are a little bit better, blues are the middle place, purples are like okay rares, and the yellows are like whoa. In Counter-Strike, skins are the same scale. In Lords Mobile, everything is on the same exact scale. It's like a universal color scale. Standard rarity for most games, correct. By the way, MM loves you, and I love you guys. You guys fought really, really well, my man. You guys did a very good job. It's a standard rarity thing for most games, correct. So to tell you that there will be a better color than yellow, it's Dota colors. That's right, Voltaire. That's right. It is Dota colors. It is Dota. You're right. It is. It was established in Dota by Steam, and ever since it stayed like that. So Lords Mobile tried to break the mold by making like a fire level, but these standards of colors are usually not broken. Is it worth to wait for 15% rune building with title or a 10% buff for a 12-day build? I usually, my rule of thumb is 3 days plus at least get a title. And if you have the ability to start the building and you're not, if it's slowing you down, then don't wait for the building buff, but maybe wait for the rune. If it's really, really slowing you down to the point where you're not building more, like I right now need to get this done, and we picked up the rune. So let's ask in, am I still here? Yes. This was from yesterday, but still, whatever. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Bam, bam. Move my keyboard so you guys don't hear that too much clicking. You speak too frequent. God damn it. Sanctuary in 10 minutes. Nice. Yep. We're going to get that done in a second. Send some marches out there for the S's and G's. There's probably so many marches, it's not even worth it getting close to that place. Oh, we trained some of that, and we did some of this. Good. Very good. Do we have gold keys in here left? No, we don't. Eulogy. Is Eulogy maxed? I think Eulogy is maxed on this account. Yes, he is. Therefore, let's take the speeds. The speed ups. I want the... Is the speed ups? Oh, wait a second. Is she maxed out in here? Hello? Yes, she is. CBA for that. CBA. No need for all that. Let's take the 1 hour speed ups. Ba-bam. Wheel of Fortune. What do you know? Oh, sorry. My rule of thumb is 3 days, I at least get a title. 6 days, I do my best to wait for a rune. But if I have to, I start. Anything over 10 days, I try my best to... If I see a building rune at some point, then I speed up my building and get it done and start it. Listen, chat. So is it worth waiting? I would wait for a 15% rune, but not necessarily for a combination of kingdom buff too. This is gonna be rough as. Oh boy, we're actually we were slightly in trouble here. We were slightly in trouble, but now we are good. Bam. And finally, give me that 2K. Thank you. 57 days. Is that a thing? Wasn't it 57 days before? 57 days. We have a building, and that, God bless. Huh! Oh, the hit. Oh, that hurts. That hurts. And there goes that. It was 67. Okay, cool. And there goes that. We ain't speeding that up. Not today. Damn, I should have looked at how much power you get from that. But maybe tomorrow we will speed it up. Maybe. We'll see. What's the situation on this El Cid? Oh, what do you know? Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. Not worth it. All right. So that was painful. Resources wise, that was hashtag pain. Hashtag pain. Get these guys out of the way. And gathered a single thing today. I guess we could build this too, right? While we're here. We could. Did I lose the thing yet? No. Chat. We're going on a rampage. Chat. I didn't do this. But we are going to go on this rampage. We started a movement. We started a thing. It's time to finish the thing. Bam. Level 24. Castle. Right next to the City Hall 25. 2 building queues up and running. We need 50,000 total gems, ladies and gentlemen. Do we need 50,000 though? I think we need a little less. I think we need a little less. I think I got a little too excited too quickly. What we got here? 17. So we need about 42,940 gems. Do we have that available? Let's see. I'm just gonna open it up just to see if it's available. This is 20K, so. Oh yes, baby. We got this. We got this, chat. We got this. We can leave it like that. We got this. Cool. So this is taken care of. Next gemming event. We pick up those one day. We pick up whatever is left on the second day. And then spend the rest on Watchtower, I guess. Ugh. Ugh. Spend some time doing some barbs. Maybe that'll give me a little more of these. This is the bane in my life right here. If Lilith did what Supercell did with Clash of Clans, creating a parallel world, it would be awesome. Kevin, there are a lot of things inspired from Clash of Clans in this game. Well, most of these games kind of do mainly the same thing, but I like that idea. What's up, Peace Frog? Do you think ROK will fix the infinite number in theory of cities owned by the same player other than one in the same? There is no real way to fix it, Voltaire. There's absolutely no way to fix it. I can make as many emails as I want and link all those emails up to the same device or to different devices. Have you never seen the bot farms? See if I can pull up a picture. I don't know if you guys ever seen these. I mean, they're super, 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 super popular. It's called a click fraud. A click fraud store. Google click fraud farm and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. People sign up with 50 emails on 50 dump devices and just click, 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 and you do it over and over and over. I actually know someone who in Lord's Mobile went as far as buying a private server inside his house, like bought the hardware and managed to run on the server, on each core of the server, 30 Lord's Mobile accounts on like virtual machines and then from there, uh, and then from there, he built a macro with his mouse that would go and do all the daily things all the time for him. And I think that by the time he was up and running like properly, he was running 100+ farm accounts every day and selling those resources thousands of bucks a day. And then they slowly and steadily caught up with him. And he just didn't feel like catching up with more accounts. But people do that. So there's no way to stop that. There's absolutely no way to stop that. Who would do that? Vixen, it's a booming business. Who would do that? I'm a blonde teen with big boobs, and I want to be an Instagram model. Woo! How do I start? How do I start? All right, let me go buy my first 1,000 followers, so my Instagram looks a little like, you know, it has followers. So you go on the internet and you buy 1,000 followers, you put your credit card in, and these farms just go follow, and hey, you have 1,000 followers. You want to buy likes on your picture? Sure, swipe the credit card and we'll get it done. You know how many of those exist? Where's the sanctuary thingy? There we go. There are plenty of those. That was a joke. That is how DJ runs. You don't gotta tell me. That guy used to rent help servers out the wazoo. What's up, Skywalker? How you doing? You have no idea how many people made hundreds of thousands of dollars selling Lords Mobile resources. There's this one guy who had over 120 accounts, and he would have them migrated everywhere, like in pods of 40, and just rent those pods out to alliances. It was just nuts. Chat, do you guys want to see this before we head out, or you guys are impatient and are tired of 3 hours worth of stream and it's time to go? Because we're going to watch the Sanctuary go, and then it's going to be the end of stream. I'm just chilling right now with you guys. I'll send some farmers out later too. What else we got here? Clean this, clean that, clean that. Let's go with minimal troops for now. I don't think these guys really need me here. I don't think these guys need me here. This is not a believers and guardians kind of place. I don't know if you guys can hear that. I'm trying to clean this damn jar so I can reuse it. Stupid jelly getting stuck everywhere. There we go. There it is. You guys went awfully quiet, chat. So it's either I'm not here and you guys are just chilling, or everybody's too tired to actually reply and therefore the stream can end, right? I guess. Like, you guys are awfully quiet for your usual selves today. I'm awfully quiet too, to be honest. I'm a little bit tired. I'm a little bit not under the weather, but just overwhelmed. Been doing a lot lately. We're mesmerized. Ooh, mesmerized is a good word. Let's see that Archer rally. At least that Archer rally is going to be huge. It's going to be a pretty easy rally. Did UCS take the Ziggurat? I don't think they actually got it yet. And then we got some of this. I don't think they actually got it yet. I'm pretty sure that building is going to get a small nerf before they get it. I think. What's up, Mr. Moon? How you doing? Is there any way we can now... Is there a way we can know when there will be a speed up event? Event calendar, and that's about that. Where's the rally? Oh, right here. That doesn't look like a full... Unless he's based on skill to do damage. And you have the silencers, which is very important. I see 2 silencers. This guy's about to get pounced. And then this guy is just taking damage and finally being able to give some... What we got here? An eulogy from our friend 22, just tanking the damage, As you can see, very much silenced. This is what you want to see. That now a first proper proc took these 2 guys out of the game. This is what you really want to be doing. You want to have reinforcements into the rally and quieting marches. Big problem though is that these guys are about to go down and nobody's silencing, nobody's reducing the amount of rage that these guys are generating, and therefore now the heals are going to start happening. Night King out the window here. Remember that only 9 marches can hit the building at one time. Not good. I zeroed almost myself on defending against 4 other kingdoms. Damn, Mr. Moon. I almost zeroed myself too, trying to hold JWM, and it didn't work too well. Can you remind me what you have to do on stage 1 of Crusader Fortress? Stage 1 of Crusader Fortress. What was it? Second one was Barbarian Forts and whatnot. Third one was Sculptures. And first one, was donating resources. You have up to 20, kind of like your alliance tech, and you donated resources or gems if you wanted for those chests. You could get a bunch of those chests. Very good, very simple. More silencing in here, more silencing coming in. Lots of damage by the rally. Easy peasy, squeeze the lemon. The victory is here. Again, what made this victory so good is the brains behind the operation, making sure there's plenty of silencing marches around ready to keep silencing the sanctuary as needed. Once you have that, all these buildings are easy. Silencing / rage reduction is top priority. And if you haven't figured that one out, then you're in trouble, because the circles are going to be a huge problem. Circles come with believers and guardians. And that building, every time it does damage, you really don't want to do that. Good comeback. Yeah, I guess. Comeback was real. We have this to take care of. Cha-ching! And we very embarrassingly are going to be pushing this weekend. Very embarrassing that I haven't been doing that. And our honor points is kind of really shameful. Shame. Honestly, shame. Honestly. Very bad execution on my part. Let's go check very briefly this thing. When is it open? 2 hours. Cool. I'll be up in 2 hours? Maybe. Probably. But that means staying up another hour after. There goes our sleep tonight, chat. There goes our sleep tonight. So I need in 1 hour and 40 minutes to be able to log in, recall, and send my troops out there. Because this event is actually much more important than a lot of people give it the time and energy. And I'm going to make a video about it as soon as more things open up in the Lost Kingdom, because it's a mistake that most people are doing. I would like to tell you guys, well, chat, you guys are here, you should know this. A lot of people are taking turns and playing around these buildings and all that stuff, right? Because each alliance wants to have this and that. This building is one of the most important buildings for you guys to guarantee you hit your 150,000 honor points. And here's the deal. It's super annoying to walk in and out every 5 minutes. I agree, Casper. I agree. But follow me for a moment, okay? We're going to do some math. 3 individual points per minute times 5 marches is 15 individual points per minute times 60, which is the full total amount you're being here, is 900 points every 15 hours. So if we look for a decent-ish number to round up, maybe you can say 72 or 72 hours, so 3 days worth of time. In 3 days and a little bit, you end up getting it 5 times, right? So you can get in 3 days a good 45. It averages about 1,500 honor points a day-ish, plus minus, give or take. So if you do this at 1,500 a day within 100 days, obviously you have it done. But of course, you're getting your in honor points by hunting barbarians, and an even more important building is not only this one, which by the way happens twice in 2 different time cycles, so you can actually multiply that by 2 and end up getting to a point where you're making 3,000 points a day. 3,000 points a day. Now all of a sudden in 50 days this is doable, plus hunting barbarians, plus all that good stuff. Add to that this building right here, which opens every 60 hours, so it's a little tricky, but it opens up every 60 hours for 2 hours and gives you 10 total. So now this building is looking snazzy, because at 10 times 5 times 120, you actually get 6,000 points every 2.5 days from this building. So if you can get 3,000, let's round it down. Let's say you don't get the maximum available. You get 2,000 a day from those ancient ruins. Plus, you get 500 a day from hunting barbarians, which is low, but still. So you're right now at 2,500 a day. Now, every 2.5 days, it'll be 7,000 points roughly, plus the extra 6,000 you were given right here, and you are looking at 13,000 points every 2.5 days. So multiply that by about what it would take, like 150,000 divided by 13,000. That's 12 days, 12 cycles of 2.5. So within 30 days, you can get all your honor points, every single one of them, by doing this. So yeah, if you're an aggressive barbarian hunter and you time these things right, you can max out your achievements pretty easily. The math is there. But you gotta actually keep yourself in check. You never thought about that? I know. A lot of people haven't even thought about how to get to 150 without just pushing like crazy. But you don't have to. You have to get to a point. First of all, Casper, here comes the punchline here. This means that potentially only one alliance has the infrastructure and ability to do this. Because you can't take, unless you're someone like Legends Gaming, who are probably going to take at least 2 of these zones. So maybe 2 of these buildings. You still are going to have to be able to somehow share them or not. Someone like JWM, they should have so much more solo points after this zone if they are actually keeping up with their 2 buildings plus this one. You'll end up making mass amounts of individual scores. So I've been doing everything I can to at least be part of these. And I'm probably going to give a bigger focus of solo individual points and stuff like that to this account, which is still very low considering the amount of time that has passed. It's almost been like 21 days and I'm nowhere near like the 10K. So I've wasted a lot of time. But if I do this right, I can potentially still get there. So that's going to be the gameplay for this account. All right, chat, ladies and gentlemen, there's 74 beautiful people still in chat. I really appreciate every single one of you who showed up for the stream today. It was a chill stream. I was a little bit down on the energy. You guys were a bit more quiet. We had nobody joining us this stream, but it's okay. That does happen occasionally. I didn't send as many notifications out and stuff like that. It was also on me. Thank you for those who did show up. You have no clue how much it means to me having 76 beautiful people chilling in chat with me right now. Even though a bunch of you are lurkers, I still appreciate all my lurkers. You guys know this. Casper, Manoa, XPP Killer, Hataki, Mr. Moon, Piet, Anthony, the Pie Master. There we go. Y Rocks joined us right at the end of the stream. Our one subscriber of the night. Skywalker, Vixen as always. Skywalker as always. Peace Frog, Voltaire, Y Rocks. Thank you all for being in the chat. King Salid, big shout out. Why not? Schmokey Z. Thank you all for being in the chat with me. Misfit Lion King, who I timed out and had to go. Hakab, Deathstroke, and many, many others. I appreciate you guys being here. VapeX, thank you for being here. Misty Hill, I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Ali, Mother, you too, Ali. Take care. You have a great rest of your day, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is. I'll see you sooner rather than later. Stay safe. Don't get zeroed. Have a lot of fun. And yeah, I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. And I guess one thing I don't do as much as I should is I need to mention this video is sponsored by Rise of Kingdoms. We are a sponsored creator by Rise of Kingdoms. So that's an important thing to legal stuff, I guess. Anyway, chat, I'll see you guys sooner rather than later. Take care. Peace.